In this world of blame and shame, we point fingers, we play the game. But as our children cry in fear, we turn a blind eye, we shed no tears. Believe our women, they say, while our kids are led astray. Lost in darkness, lost in pain, yet their cries fall silent like the rain. It's a shame how far we've come, blaming all the men playing dumb. But our children need us near to wipe their tears and calm their fears. In this land of the free, water's a commodity for you and me. Can't you see? It's not fair, it's plain to see. People struggling to pay for something they need every day. In America where we say we're free, but water shouldn't come at a fee. A shorty just speaking in general about the things that seem so small. This ain't meant towards everyone, just a cry in the dark. In America where water is marked. Brothers and sisters, hear my plea. This is not about you or me. Our kids are the future, they hold the key. Wake up before we're met with defeat. In this world of chaos and strife, we must guide them to a better life. Teach them love, compassion, and light, so they can lead us out of this endless night. Let's unite as one strong force. For our children, let's stay on course. Together we can make a change and secure a better future in exchange. Y'all should have listened the first time they let the cat out the hat. Now it's a crime. Many are falling into a trap, thinking it's a game, but they full of cap. Some are ready and fully strapped, while others keep falling into the gap. The warning signs were clear as day, but some chose not to heed what they say. Now the consequences come to light. Those who ignored are in for a fight. Listen close and learn from this mishap. Don't be caught unaware, don't fall into the trap. From the wisdom of my elders I learned women are strong, independent and firm. But sometimes we need a helping hand to conquer challenges and make a stand. Independence is crucial, that's true. Yet together with a man we can pursue. Respect yourself first and foremost, so others will treat you like the most. Ladies, growing up, remember this advice. You're capable of anything you devise, but partnership and respect go hand in hand. Embrace your strength and make a stand. Memories of the past I couldn't see, now I understand. The wisdom they gave me, respect yourself first, that's the key. To earn respect from others is how it should be. A man's worth measured by how he treats his queen. Love and romance in the air, a beautiful scene. A woman's power to uplift or demean. In her hands lies a man's dream. Lessons learned from an OG so true. In matters of the heart, they know what to do. Love and respect intertwined like glue. In a world where old-fashioned values still ring through. Peter Pan, Peter Pan, Peter Pan was a fairy tale. Now males want to be females without fail. Women want to be a man, it's a twisted tale. Flipping scripts and roles, they set sail. Fighting for roles, turning to moles. Making hits with their agenda goals. Targeting our kids, it takes a toll. To them it's a bliss, to us it's a black hole. They ain't trying to miss. Their agenda is the ultimate twist. Infiltrating young minds with their list, but we won't let them persist. I'm with women's rights, but what about men's too? Equality for all, it's long overdue. We want progress, we need to see both sides. Blame and shame won't help us unite. Don't label him a deadbeat without looking in the mirror. Sometimes it takes two to create rupture. Let's have conversations that include everyone. Empathy and understanding, the battles can be won. Men face struggles too, let's not forget. Their mental health matters, let's not neglect. It's time to break down walls and build bridges instead. Together we can strive for equality ahead. You scream for the police every time he come around. Then scream child support abuse, playing victim in this town. Enjoy that check, boo, but remember what goes up must come down. The only time he's worthy is when he bails you out the mess you found. You play the game, manipulating hearts without a doubt, but karma's knocking at your door, there's no way out. You point fingers and shift the blame around, but in the end, it's your own chaos that you found. You dance with danger, living on the edge of lies, but the truth will catch up to you, no more disguise. The man you rely on to clean up your mess is so profound, will soon see through your facade and leave you astounded. Using a child as a weapon, it's a shame. A woman who lacks self-respect, I can't acclaim. Real men fighting for what they believe in, never in vain. Standing 10 toes down, bringing awareness to the pain. Respect is earned by how you carry yourself, not by tearing others down for personal wealth. Real men don't back down, they fight with honor and stealth against injustice and falsehoods that threaten our health. Let's uplift each other instead of tearing apart, supporting one another from the start. Real men stand tall with courage in their heart, fighting for justice and truth, playing their part. Here's for the men who share their truth, never afraid to stand tall in their boots, respecting our women, fighting for what's right, supporting our kids day and night. Real women out there blazing trails, men by their side never looking pale. Rights for all, let's keep the balance true. Men have a voice, let's listen to. In this crazy world where battles are fought, let's remember the men who give it all they've got. Respect to those who speak their stories loud. Together we stand strong and proud. Together we stand, united we'll rise. setting an example for young eyes in every step we take, in every plan, guiding the next generation's hand, leading by actions, not just by words, teaching them to fly like birds, showing love and respect in all we do, for they're always watching, taking cues. Hand in hand, let's pave the way for a better tomorrow, starting today. Our children learn from what they see. Let's show them how great they can be. Let's be what our children need. Hey, what up, everybody? I hope all of y'all is having a blessed and humble day. I hope all of y'all continue to have a blessed and humble day. This y'all shorty Rachel. I want to welcome y'all to the Writers for Life brings you a Let's Talk About It podcast. But today what we're going to do is we're going to react to some TikTok videos. These are open panels. Y'all more than welcome to hop on these Johns, talk to a shorty, ask questions, talk about the video that she's reacting to. These are shorty's opinion, nothing more, nothing less. Basically what we do here, like I've said time after time, this the podcast. There's no filters, no nothing. There's no holding back. We're going to talk about it all. So we're not going to shame nobody. We're not going to bring nobody down. We just going to bring awareness. We bring the news to y'all. We bring solutions to the table. And that's it. Listen, man, we can have some fun. We can giggle. But let's react to these TikTok videos. All right, y'all? I want to give them, I want to take a minute real quick and thank everybody that has shown a shorty support, that has rocked out with a shorty and much more. That has shared her videos, that has helped her bring awareness to a lot of situations and has helped, with their stories. Not just the young ladies out here, but also the young men. So for all those out here that have spoke their stories, spoke on their stories to bring awareness and much more, I want to say thank you. I got more videos to upload. Those are upcoming. We got more lives, more things, more stuff coming up, right? So if you're not subbed up, make sure that y'all sub up. A shorty does not schedule her lives. I really don't got the time for that. Basically what I do is I just hop on these Jones. So let's get this John started. Let's react to the video. And like I tell people every time I react to, these TikTok videos, these videos listen, man, they will either make you laugh, they will make you cry. Some of these videos will make you question reality. Some of them will make you say, this is bullshit. And others will teach you. Like, it just depends on the videos. It depends up to you. It depends on the person. So let's do this, y'all. Let's get this John started.
This 13-year-old San Bernardino County girl met up with a 24-year-old man that she had met on Instagram, and he ended up unaliving her and putting her in his truck and burning her remains. Now, he threw out her cell phone as well to try to destroy evidence of the fact that they have been communicating for over a year. So they had been communicating since she was 12 years old.
Damn.
And he was 23 years old. This case really breaks my heart, not only because of the fact of what he did, but the fact that he had groomed her basically and told her that he was going to share her explicit photos. I'm talking about a 12-year-old child's explicit photos online, and that every one of her friends would see. She told him she was tired of meeting up with him, but he told her that if she wouldn't meet up with him, that he would expose her pictures. This is the monster who lured her into his truck in the middle of the night while her family was still sleeping. Her sister said that she could not, tell if she was gone until the next day, and they started a search party and did realize that her phone tracked that she was basically messaging this man for over a year, and she at one point really was tired of messaging him, but he continued to harass her constantly. He actually got her to meet up with him once before this and tried to engage in acts, and that's when she got scared and said she didn't want to meet up with him anymore. I don't think her parents knew about this interaction she had with this man, or they would have prevented it, but by the time they found out about it, she was already unalived, and it was just an unthinkable situation that happened. They did end up managing to find her phone that was, like I said, thrown out the window. They found out that he was basically a predator. He had been preying on her for years, and unfortunately in this situation she felt like she had nobody to turn to.
Yo, damn, guys, this is why I don't get tired of telling parents, make sure y'all Google accounts are linked to y'all kids. Check the messages, ask questions, be a detective. Don't be scared, man. Your job as a parent
is to be a detective to your child, to be a cop, to be an officer, to be a nurse, to be a doctor, a lawyer, a therapist, a counselor, a psychologist, a psychiatrist. All of the above is your job. And at times it gets overwhelming. At times we need a break. And this is why I say, look, listen, man, for those parents out here that be like, yo, we need to be independent. We need to do no, 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 no. Listen, what I mean, no, is because y'all need to co-parent. At times, as mothers, we need breaks. And a lot of these fathers are willing to step in and do what they got to do as a man. But as women, our pride, our ego, something gets in the way. And I've seen it time after time with a lot of women, right? I got this. I don't need you. Go do what you got to do. Go be with your girl. Oh, you did this. You messed up. I don't want you in my kid's life. I don't want you, blah, 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 blah. And I could just keep going. Unless this person is not, unless this person is abusive, unless this person, has been shot out with you and this kid, right? What is the need of you kicking them out of your life? Sometimes we need a break. And why I'm saying it is because I don't know if these were bad parents. They probably were good parents. You see where I'm coming from? It probably was bad. I don't know. And I'm not God to judge them, but I do know that in our lives as parents, times get difficult. We got hard times, especially now, right? We get caught up, whether it's working, if we got more than one kid, the appointments, everything that we got to do on a daily life, right? And we sometimes forget that we have to take a minute and talk to our kids, find out how they're doing, right? It's not just up to a therapist's job. It's not just up to the schools. It's not up to these summer camps and stuff like that. No, as parents, we got to be a part of our kids' lives. Like, it's so crazy. I could go about this in so many ways, right? Like this summer, I was late to signing up my daughter for summer camp, but we up and down. Everywhere I go, she goes, right? And I don't have a problem. At times, I get frustrated because she don't listen when she has to. But look, listen, hey, baby pops, I need you. Come get her. Like, I need to get this done. I need to do that. And I trust him more than I could trust anybody else. He's shown me that he's a good father. Time after time. I don't have to put him through no tests. The tests that I had to put him through, he passed them with flying colors. As crazy as it is, I've known this man for 13 years of my life. And out of them 13 years of my life, we've been engaged for the past 2. Like like, I don't understand what is so hard about co-parenting. You could be as a woman, you could be with whoever you want, and him as a man, he could be with whoever he wants, right? And y'all can still come together and take care of these kids. Like, y'all don't have to be in a relationship. It's called co-parenting. Like, just get along with with each other while y'all dealing with the kid. Like, as a woman, I'm saying that a lot of women have to stop pushing these good men to the side. It's crazy because I see a lot of women kiss ass to the men that don't need it, the deadbeats, the bums, as y'all so call them, the users. But the good ones get pushed to the side, get put in jail, get bashed down, like downplayed, and much more. And people don't want to hear that though. But it's crazy, yo. Like, y'all gotta link these accounts. These kids are the target. And you know what's crazy? I feel like they target first a lot of single mothers before they'll target a mother that is actually co-parenting with their child. And I'm saying all this, this is how I feel. This is my opinion. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say allegedly to how I feel into my opinion. This is what I am seeing. I'm seeing it. A lot of these parents are getting tired of, what their kids are doing. They're too bad. I'm tired of it. I'm fed up. I don't want to deal with it. Da, 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 da. It's going to happen, especially in these times. We have to get a grip of our child if we can. And I say if we can because the manipulation, how can I say it? The influence out there is strong. It's strong. And you could be the best parent out here, but that influence out there is strong, especially through social media. Like, This lady lost her child, her 12-year-old child, to a 25-year-old man. I mean, to a 24-year-old man. Her daughter was 12 years old. She met him on Instagram and had conversations with this man for a while. He was grooming her, like the lady said on here. But the mom didn't know. Like, this is why I'm saying that we have to start being more active in our kids' lives. We have our own lives, right? And they are a part of our lives, but they also have their own individual lives that they're beginning at a certain age. And as parents, it's our job to guide them. I don't know what y'all thinking, how y'all feel about this situation. Y'all got anything else to say? Anything y'all want to add? You know, let us shorty know. Anybody catches the replay, leave y'all comments in the description down below.
Hey, what's up, bro? What's my total again? The people in front paid for your meal.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
they did? Damn, that's what's up. That's nice. All right, fuck it. Let's keep this chain going. I'll pay for the people behind me. What was their total? 92.57. 92.57? What the fuck? At Jack in the Box? Who the fuck is...
Yo, everything was good until the bull told him the price. He's like, hey, let me fuck it. I'm gonna be good today. They paid for my meal, let me pay for the next person. I guess he thought that they was gonna be cheap. But no. Good deed gone wrong.
Hey, what's up, bro? What's my total again? The people in front paid for your meal. Oh, they did? Damn, that's what's up. That's nice. All right, fuck it. Let's keep this chain going. I'll pay for the people behind me. What was their total? 92.57. 92.57? What the fuck? At Jack in the Box?
He's at a Jack in the Box.
Behind me, the Brady Bunch.
He's at a Brady Bunch.
Fuck that. Give me my car back. You don't want to do it? No, I don't want to do it. The Lord is watching. Man, the Lord knows I'm broke. Now give me my car back. You got me all the...
Yo, I'm dead. This guy got me geeking. He said, the Lord knows I'm broke. Just give me my car back. Yo, he was willing to do the deed as long as it was a cheap deed. When he found out how much it was, woo, but you know what's crazy? The person in front of them didn't care. They said, let me pay for that, for the person in the back. And I've seen some people do this shit, but yo, this guy tops it. He said, the Lord knows I'm broke. Now give me my car back. Everything was Gucci until he found out how much the total was. Yo, I'm dead with this guy right here. He said, what the fuck is behind me? The Brady Bunch?
Hey, what's up, bro? What's my total again? The people in front paid for your meal. Oh, they did? Damn, that's what's up. That's nice. All right, fuck it. Let's keep this chain going. I'll pay for the people behind me. What was their total? 92.57. 92.57? What the fuck? At Jack in the Box? Who the fuck is behind me? The Brady Bunch?
Yo.
Nah, fuck that. Give me my car back.
It's funny though. What's crazy is there's probably a family of 10 behind him and he don't even dig it. He could have blessed somebody today. Like he was blessed. But hey, he said, fuck it, nah, man. Like,
No, I don't want to do it. The Lord is watching. Man, the Lord knows I'm broke.
He said the Lord knows I'm
broke. Back. You got me all the way fucked up.
He's like, give me my shit back, nigga. I ain't staying broke for today. Yo, I'm dead. Somebody, let me see what the comments say. I did that sometime at coffee, but haven't no one paid for me yet. But my point here, once time I was going to pay the car behind me, but the total 33, nah, they can afford it. So I changed my mind. That's what's crazy, yo. And that's how it is though. Like we want to help sometimes, but it's like, like how in the world? Just cook at home. Just cook at home, man. All that makes me just want to cook at home. And then to top it off, man, the food is we getting poisoned. You don't know if you eating a human, if you eating an animal. What the fuck we eating when we go to these restaurants? Real shit, I'm done.
The raccoons just took an SOS pad and started.
Nate, oh snap. Nate the Great. If anybody sees Nate, tell him one of his raccoons escaped his zoo. He out here cleaning people's houses. I'm done. Yo, motherfucking raccoon. The thief of the night is out here cleaning somebody's sink. I think he want to make sure her food good. Like, You know what fucks me up? Like, I think she's one of them people that has a raccoon as a pet. Like, what would make y'all have a raccoon as a pet? I mean, that's a real honest question. What would make you have a raccoon as a pet? Like, this nigga say, yo, man, cook me a meal, but I'm gonna make sure this sink clean. I don't know. He probably just wanted to clean, or he stole something. He's cleaning the evidence. I wonder if he chopped the body.
Cleaning over here. Like it literally came up, climbed up, and grabbed an SOS pad.
You said your house dirty.
And started cleaning.
I think this raccoon think her house dirty. That's it. Grabbed an SOS pad. He's cleaning that John, but with no water.
What the heck? The raccoon just took an SOS pad and started cleaning over here.
He's trying to get the water on. Shorty, next time, yo, clean your sink. He trying to tell you his food was dirty.
If they're putting the truth right in plain sight with one of them, do you think they're doing it with the other?
Look, here's the deal.
Here's the deal, all right. I'm not going to suggest anything. I'm just going to show you some things. Like the fact that looks like 4 completely different people to me, especially this rubbery looking one.
I think the second one on the top is the real Trump. I'm not sure about the other 3. The bottom, I don't know. That is 4 different Trumps, though. I don't know what y'all think, but if Shorty thinks this is 4 different Trumps.
I'm just showing. And when you look at it, these guys have pretty similar shaped faces and heads. And if you don't agree, let me just say, I have never had an easier time matching the symmetry of 2 different heads in all the different times I've done this. Both got that same chin. If you happen to be wearing a thin layer of latex, though, some facial features are hard to hide. Things like 1, 2, 3 little dimples, and 1, 2, 3 little dimples.
Oh shit!
It was like this little.
If this is true, if this conspiracy theory is true, it could be that they're protecting Trump, allegedly.
Crevice in the nose and a little crevice in the nose. Things like 1, 2, 3 pronounced crow's feet, and 1, 2, 3 pronounced crow's feet. Things like a very pronounced crow's foot and a very single pronounced crow's foot. And he does a pretty good impression, but I think he corns it up when he's got the costume on.
Strongest, steadiest stream you've ever seen. This country will be literally showered with jobs. Because I am a major whiz at jobs. This will be a golden opportunity for me as president to make a big splash.
But when he doesn't have the costume on, he seems to do a better impression.
And I'll do my best to convey his words just as he wrote them. Greetings, Iowa.
Oh, shit.
What a great state, Iowa. I won Iowa. I won the state by 50 points. Would have been 100 points, but crooked Hillary and the DNC busted millions of voters from out of state, from cities like Cedar Rapids and Des Moines, but that's okay.
But like I said, I'm not trying to suggest this is going on. I'm just showing you how big of a coincidence it is that they picked a guy who has the same shaped head, smile, eyes, nose, and dimples.
That's
and can
great.
do an uncanny impersonation. It's great casting, SNL. Great casting. You nailed it. And content moderators, this is all a joke. I'm not being serious whatsoever. I definitely do not think they're the same people. I don't think they're even close to the same people. I mean, he's busy with some trial and that whole thing. You know, they would never use that to get him out of the limelight. And yeah, 2 different separate people. I'm a satire account. It's all for entertainment purposes. And content moderators, I love you. Entertainment purposes only.
Entertainment purposes
If
only.
they're putting the truth right in
Copyright
front of
disclaimer
them.
under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for the purposes such as
Since
criticism, comment,
1955,
news reporting,
McDonald's
teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Fair use allows limited use of copyrighted material without permission from the copyright holder for purposes such as criticism, parody, news reporting, research, and scholarships and teaching. Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed on this video or any video, including the Writers for Life Brings You to Let's Talk About It podcast, do not reflect on the opinions of y'all shorty Racheal and the members of the Writer for Life podcast. Everything we talk about is allegedly and is our opinion. Our videos are not recommended for minors. Everything we talk about and do is meant for educational purposes and also entertainment. Please keep in mind that the majority of our videos are for educational purposes only. This world is crazy. I would say shady. Ironic, right? Nowadays, you can't trust no one. When you do, niggas be having their panties all in a bunch, thinking that they own one. Saying the things that you accomplished in life is theirs and that you owe them one.
That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, let's hear what this guy got to say about, let's see, at McDonald's, where y'all get y'all beef. Long pig, they call it. Long pig. McDonald's sold 247 billion burgers since 1955. Okay.
Since 1955, McDonald's has proudly advertised 247 billion burgers sold worldwide. That's an impressive number. What's interesting about these numbers is in 2022, they did a clock on cows globally. We only had 1 million globally, approximately. Where we getting all this beef? Since 1950.
Well, I mean, I could probably answer that for you. Have you seen that movie called American Carnage? I mean, I'm just telling y'all, it's not that they're predicting. I just think they're telling us the truth to our faces. YouTube, this is, for educational purposes and entertainment. But, like, go watch that movie called American Carnage. Like, that movie was crazy. Shout out. It made me not want to eat burgers. Like, ex my baby pops. Listen, man, you couldn't get me to eat no type of meat growing up. And when I did start eating meat, it was only chicken breast and ground beef. Like, I would eat tacos or steak, basically beef, right? But when I saw that movie, I went from being the burger queen to the salad queen again. Like, like, yo, it turned my stomach. Like, and it's crazy that I did my research. It's a project, but don't go by what a shorty is saying. I just want y'all to go out there and do your own research. What is they feeding us? If there's only but 1 million cows in the earth in total, right? If they counted all these cows and they say that's what we got, right? That's what the statistics and the analytics say, right? Now, go research how many people are around the world, worldwide. Y'all think they could grow these animals that fast? I mean, let me hold back, because the more I say, the more they, might. Woof. They feeding us missing children. That's what the chat is saying right here. Soylent Green is people. Math ain't mathing. Math ain't definitely mathing. Comment for the algorithm. What? Where is the beef? I don't eat McDonald's, but the last time I did, the hamburger didn't have the texture hamburger is supposed to have. I be telling people it be something off, man. The last time I ate a burger somewhere, I got what? It wasn't food poison. I had caught some type of bacteria. Never again. Asking the real question. Love it. Like, where is the beef really coming from? But hey, I guess I'm going to be the only one asking. Him and other people are not. We're going to be the only ones not scared to ask this question. Where is our meats coming from? That's scary, insane, somebody said. Tiptoe through tulips. McDonald's burgers have never tasted like beef. Awesome question, Brody. Rabbit hole goes deeper, and it does. And I suggest people, I could answer that for y'all. I have a video. If y'all missed it, if y'all missed my live from a couple months ago, I cut it down recently. I've uploaded it. It's a shorty's reaction to, what Papa Doug said, how they put the news in front of us that they, are making fake meats, fake products and stuff like that. I uploaded the video. I did the reaction to it. The missing submarine in Jackal Island. Like, if y'all go watch it, y'all will see what I'm talking about. Like, this is crazy. Shout out to this bull for not being scared. This video has got to be edited. The government has to stop mixed breeding before it's too late. Is this real?
We know the truth, game over.
Yo. I didn't ask you to skip the video, all right? Y el hombre cuando lo sacan del tiburón a la mujer ya lo salió de sirena. What? This guy says, and the man when they take him out of the shark. and when they take a man out of a shark, the woman becomes a mermaid. That's not even funny. The AI is too much. That's an AI? Is this a robot? Hold on, let me mute the music. I don't think this is even possible. Right? The head's a little too big. I mean, maybe catfish. Cat dog. But catfish? Dogfish? I said catfish, dogfish. I don't know. Yeah, there's got to be an edit because I swear I see something else underneath him. No, go back. Oh yeah, there's like a goldfish under there. Somebody edited this. It's got to be an edit. It's got to be. Because now he don't have that. Oh yes, he does. Yeah, look, there's like a goldfish under him or something. I don't know. Somebody said it's a filter. Yeah, it has to be. Somebody asked the dumbest question: how a filter in a bowl? Ooh, they put water in a bowl. They put the dog in the bowl. Then they put the filter using the phone. Look, listen, man. Like people just act. Oh shit! Somebody, hold on. Wait. I see the comments. I see my phone. Blessings, Empress. Blessings. I know it's fake. I see the goldfish in the bottom, but the question the bowl asks, how do you mean a filter in a bowl? It's not an actual filter in a bowl for the people that are asking questions. The filter is on your phone. You got TikTok, you got Snapchat. What other apps use these damn filters? I know TikTok uses it, Snapchat uses it. Fucking Facebook got it when you use the Messenger. I think Instagram got it too. If I'm not mistaken, I haven't been on Instagram in a while. Yes. People ask the dumbest questions. AI, right? It's addition, right? Addition is edited, not addition. Well done. I want one. She didn't have a misspell. She put a whole total different word in there. That wasn't one misspell. I misspelled. I know that shit. Ain't no shame in my game. I know I misspell. I be trying to type so fast. And then when I notice it's too late, it's already sunk. Oh well, too late. I can't fix that shit. Hope y'all figure it out, not just ask. What? Like for real. What? What you mean? What you say, Pootie? Then I could just fix it. Other than that, if you understood it, you understood my misspell. But yeah, this is a filter. Listen, man, I know the government does these mixed breed things. They've been doing that for years. Like if you go to Egyptian mythology and stuff like that, y'all will hear how the mixed breeding started. It's called splicing for a lot of y'all that don't know, but make sure y'all go check it out. It's splicing, but this right here is a filter. I was gonna say, when I first saw it, I was like, the head on this fish is too big. Like, I know cat dog, but dogfish, I was going to say catfish again. Dogfish? But the day they do really make this shit right here, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? It reminds me of a cartoon I used to watch, but I don't know what it is. Don't get me to lie. I got my daughter in here riding a damn bike like she in the park. Blessings, Riaz. Blessings, how you doing? Oh shit, we're still on mute.
About the we know the truth. Game over.
Yeah, I just found out some shit about the fucking White House and these newscasters.
Who? Wait, what you found out? In the who? I got the damn earphones on and I'm still not hearing her right. Because I swear she said a neuter castle. I don't know what the fuck that is. I know what neuter means.
We know the truth. Game over.
Yeah, I just found out some shit about the fucking White House and these newscasters. I don't understand how
pick up the bike. You know what
as
to do.
people listen to a bunch of motherfuckers that's not even from this land. Old girl that speak for Biden in the White House,
Camilla,
she's an immigrant.
We know that.
Old girl from MSN.
Listen, shorty, and we know Camilla. We know everything. Like, but people wanted Biden. A lot of people wanted Biden, whether they was black, Hispanic, it didn't matter. They're like, Biden this, Biden that. And no matter how much us, the people, told them, right? Like, yo, you forgot what Biden said back in the 70s? How he talked about us? How he called us animals? Man, nobody wanted to hear that at the moment. Nobody. Like, if you said it to a Hispanic, you're not Puerto Rican, you're not Dominican, you're not this. You said it to a black person, you ain't black if you ain't voting for Biden. Why? Because Biden said you ain't this? Oh. I'm going to keep that comment to myself. Let's listen, shorty, but not you. I'm not talking about you, shorty, all right? I'm just reacting to your video. But it's just crazy how a lot of people was warned. But Biden is going to fix the country. No, the legislators are. Biden this. No, let's go to the meetings. Let's fight. Biden. I'm like, oh my fucking God. I swear to God, I was watching Pinocchio and his master. And I wasn't going to be stringed up. Like, I wasn't. No, man. I came up with the hashtag. I don't have a president until we have a president that's for us, the people. Protect the world. That's what you're supposed to be doing. And then the mayors, the governors, the lawyers and all that, they're supposed to deal with here, the communities and all that, us the people. But you know what? We're sitting down and we're not demanding what we, you know what, shorty, let's listen to you. I'm so sorry. I stopped you. I didn't mean to stop you in what you was telling me. Because you just found something out. And I'm not bashing you because I'm really not. It's just that it's like, this shouldn't be a shocker to us. You know what we should be doing? Coming together. I'm talking too much. Let's listen to her.
White House and these newscasters. I don't understand how we as people listen to a bunch of motherfuckers that's not even from this land. Old girl that's
Camilla
for Biden in the White House. She's a
Kamala, my bad. Kamala.
Old girl from MSN with the short blonde hair. She's an immigrant. Old girl from CNN.
Oh, you talking about the reporter?
Immigrant.
Wait, talking about
these
people
are not indigenous to this land. And they out here, you know what I'm saying, with, you know what I'm saying, pages and shit. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to tell people what to do and how to vote.
People listen.
And y'all not even indigenous to this land. And people that look like me, y'all wonder why shit ain't getting done. Because they got a bunch of immigrants that's working in the White House and a bunch of newscasters that are immigrants. All you have to do is go look these people's names up.
Go look them up.
Go look up.
Go look them up. Go look, do your research about the people, you know, that run everything. And I'm glad she's saying it. So that way I don't got to say it. So let's keep reacting.
Up their names And you will find out that yourself that these people are paid actors.
What's their names?
That's working in the White House and working for CNN and MSN.
What's the names?
Go look up their names. If you think I'm bullshitting, if you think I'm fucking lying. These motherfuckers is not even indigenous to this land. And they trying to tell people that look like me what to do, how to vote, and all this other bullshit. And y'all actually come from other countries.
But what's their names?
Y'all not originally indigenous to this land. And y'all trying to tell people, you know what I'm saying, like me, how to vote.
Don't vote.
You gotta be fucking joking me. You gotta be fucking serious. That these motherfuckers that's actually really got these high-paying positions and high-paying jobs, that these motherfuckers is straight up immigrants that look like me. And portrayed to be black, where you could clearly see, clear as day, that these motherfuckers don't even give a fuck about you.
She funny as shit.
They don't care about us. They just...
Who made this video though? Like, because the music is so sad. But on some real shit, go look these people up. She ain't give the names, but she told you they work at CNN. I thought she was talking about Kamala and all them. I was like, damn, we know a lot of people in the government are immigrants. But y'all go do the research. I don't want to get it, strike. For real. But y'all go do the research. She on point on something. But I'm still waiting for the name. She just said the lady on the TV, CNN. At first, I thought, first she said she was speaking for Biden. So I thought Kamala, however anybody want to call her shit. But she ain't never give the names. And then the music is making me want to cry.
Is to spread false information to indigenous people on this land. That's their job.
Though.
They are paid actors.
We know the truth. Game.
Somebody said it changed how I thought. Go listen to Tyreek Radio on YouTube. He talks about this also. Okay, Tyreek also. I guess it's Tyreek Radio. I'll go check out Tyreek Radio. I don't know who he is, but he on Facebook. If anybody know who Tyreek Radio is, send a shorty a link. It might make it easier for me to search up whoever that is. Tyreek Radio. Powerful message, and may God bless you and all your family. She's speaking facts. People starting to wake up, but it's like, what took y'all so long to wake up? Shit. This was in our faces. But shorty on point. Shout out to I don't even know her name. This is an edited video. So shout out to the shorty.
Yeah. So God updated the servers again last night, y'all. And he gave us this new DLC. It's a yellow quill tip porcupine. Never seen one of these in my life. Can't tell by the tail.
Let me see. Yellow tip porcupine. What is a yellow tip porcupine? Let's look at the images. Well, I don't think it's new. I think it's new to you. Yeah, it has to be new to them. Let me see. The Brazilian porcupine is from Brazil. A porcupine found in Brazil, Argentina, Venezuela, the Guineas, Bolivia, and Trinidad, with a single record from Ecuador. It inhabits tropical forests at elevations up to 1,500 miles. All right, dude. So we ain't discovered something new. Shout out to you for thinking it was new. It was your first time seeing it.
It looks like a possum, but yeah, that's the update. Yeah.
Oh, he thought it was Pikachu. I know a shiny Pokemon when I see one. It better be a Pokemon. OMG. Like, it's been around. Just Google the shit. Haven't unlocked that era yet. I'm good. New DLC. Download character. I don't know what the fuck is a DLC. Here's the thing, you do your own research. Facts, Empress, facts. You do your own research. Hold on. I'm not trying to be a smart ass, nobody. I'm not trying to be a smart ass. There you go. They could do their own research.
I'm sorry. This shall be illegal. This is crazy. Y'all see this? They out here with other people's face on. How long have they been doing this? This is not for Halloween. They out here doing some serious, dirty stuff with these faces and blaming it on other people.
And yo, why is people? Yo, I'm still this right. This right here is what shocks me. What shocks me is how shocked people get when they see these things when they've been talked about for years. What shocks me is how somebody older than me is shocked when they hear about something like this. If they wasn't told about this about from somebody that was older than, man, if y'all don't stop acting so shocked when you hear this shit, it's been out there in our faces. You know, y'all used to call them people crazy back then when I was little. Don't listen to that person. They don't know what they talking about. They just crazy. They belong in a mental hospital. I don't know. Maybe y'all have heard that phrase before.
This is crazy. I'm sorry. It should be banned. You out here with somebody else's face on, probably committing crimes.
Look at this.
Blaming it on other people. I don't.
Big Mama's house. Let's keep going down further. I just remember Big Mama's house for right now. Look at Tyler Perry, how he, transformed into Medea. Before Medea, it was Big Mama's house, right? And then before him, man, I'm not going to go further because I'm not breaking my brain cells right now. I need them. I'm calming them down with Mary Jane right now. So, hey, I ain't going all the way. I don't belong in the past right now. Wait a minute. This crazy. This should be illegal. This has been out for centuries. Like y'all to be shocked about this?
Illegal. This is crazy. Y'all see this?
Look at this.
Here with other
I think I've seen somebody have one of these when I was younger. They played a whole prank on me.
They out here doing some serious, dirty stuff with these faces and blaming it on other people.
Man, they've been doing some serious deadly things. You seen how motherfuckers used to rob banks with the dead president's faces? Very scary. Where can I get one? Centuries, girl. Facts. That's been talked about for centuries. I know it. I want one. That is super crazy. I think what is getting service. Could you imagine what else is there? They've been hiding this. How they've been hiding this? Oh, you got me sounding like a fucking Mexican way. And I'm Puerto Rican. Shit. You bringing the Spanish out of me. This shit is crazy.
Y'all ever wonder why there are different blood types? Stick with me. I'm about to show you why. Before we get started, let me just say this. I might be about to really trigger some people. So if you feel like you want to get real disrespectful, go ahead and scroll now because I would really dislike if you were in the comments arguing with yourself. Only time people feel they need to argue is when they feel they need to prove.
Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie, right? Man, people have been talking about this for years. I know there's some other types of beings out there. They're supposed to look like me and you. This lizard thingy right here, I don't know. This got me on some Metroid thing. If y'all ever played Nintendo, y'all know what Metroid is. Hey, this got me feeling like y'all got me on some type of Metroid game. Like, I just woke up and now we're just playing Metroid. Like, we're on Super Nintendo or some shit. Like, I don't know. Then it reminds me of, like, the cartoons we used to watch back then. I don't know. I'm talking about the lizard people. Y'all ever seen the show? There was a series when I was a teenager. Nobody ever talks about it. And a lot of people barely remember it. It was a series called Animorph. And there was these people that could transform into like some type of alien type shit, right? And each one had their little abilities, capabilities to do things. Like it was decent show. I really liked it. I watched the whole series all the way to the end. But it kind of reminds me of that. Like I could bring up some more. Like, damn. Like, I feel like we live in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles talking about this. But I don't know how y'all feel. Like, do y'all believe that there are lizard people out there? Let us already know.
Prove themselves. I'm not doing that for anybody. Well, that is, of course, outside of what I'm about to show y'all right now. So before I get y'all the facts, let me make some things make sense to y'all through symbolism.
You never heard of it, Lonnie? Let me see if I can find it. TV series called Animorph. Let me see. I'm about to share the screen real quick so that I can show y'all what I'm talking about. Stop real quick before I go with her. Let me share. I didn't brush my hair the way I wanted to. See, I should have looked in the mirror this one. Oh, I'm over here with it. Nope, I'm not. I'm over here with it. Here we go. All right, so they got some videos here, right? Let me see if they got one that'll.
Hello, Animorphs fans, and welcome back to the Animorphs YouTube channel.
Let me see. He probably. So this series, I used to watch it when I was little, and it came out between the year 1998 to 2000. So it wasn't that long, but I was a teenage. I wasn't even a teenager when this came out. I was a kid. This came out in 1998. I was like, whoa, shit, I was younger than I thought. You see, I'm giving myself, look, listen, man. I'm giving myself extra years. No, this came out in 1998. I was like 9 years old, probably 9 years old. And it ended around 2000. So when it ended, I was like 11 or 12. She transforms into a bird.
Why am I pausing? It's obvious. I don't even need to pause. It's 2 fingers to speed morph off screen and that's.
Yo, I didn't know that this series was from Canada, though. I was just reading this on Google. This series originated from Canada. Oh, snap. I didn't know that.
3. Fuck me. That was a slow-mo. That takes us to foot. That takes an extra finger. Fuck me. Oh my god.
I can't fast forward it here on Google. All right, my bad. I gotta hear his commentary. I'm sorry, dude. What's your name? Shout out to.
We've only just got to the fucking intro, and I'm almost done with.
But I wanted to show y'all that show really existed. But basically, in the show, right, they it's like this type of parasite, right, and it goes in their ear, right, and the next day they start transforming. And it's like basically this parasite was left behind by aliens, and these aliens were looking like, you know, their parents, their teachers. They held everybody, all the humans were held captive somewhere. They were doing, you know, I guess whatever. I gotta go back. I gotta, you know, remember back. I should do a reaction. Yo, you know what? I'm gonna look up for the episodes. I'm gonna look up for the series, and I'm gonna do a whole reaction to this. John Animorph was the shit, but basically, you know, the aliens had, you know, kidnapped all the humans. They sat here, they took over the schools, they took over the government. You couldn't tell who was who, kind of like what we're living now. Like, it's crazy how this show showed us what was going to happen in a way too. Like, hold on one second. Hold on. Yeah, I see the message pop up there because I'm not on StreamYard. Give me a second. Lonnie, the original channel for Top Boy series, was given a different message about street life. No, this has nothing to do with street life. This has nothing to do with the streets or nothing like that. It has nothing to do with the streets at all. This is kind of more like political. I would say more like it has nothing to do with drugs or anything like that, even though it shows it. but it's a little different. The movie V was good too. I seen that when I was older. That was crazy. Like, oh, I hate mice. Like, I swear to God, I'm disgusted of mice. Like, yo, hold on. I think Riaz is on the panel. Hold on one second before I go back to what the lady was saying. Let me hear what Riaz got to say real quick. I just wanted to show y'all that so that y'all can see the comparison. If y'all haven't seen Animorph, I suggest y'all go watch it. It's a good little series. I didn't know it was from Canada. I swear to God, I thought it was from the United States. I swear to God. Where is? Oh, here we go. I almost forgot how to use StreamYard. Blessings, Riaz. How you doing?
I'm doing good though. Nah, but I was telling her, and it's got nothing to do with that. I was just telling her something else though. Because you know about Top Boy and stuff like that, so I just told her a fact about it though. How the original series was very different though, before they revived it.
Wait.
Original.
You're going a little too fast. You're in my ears. Hold on.
Okay, I'll try slow down.
Okay. I'm listening.
No, so I was saying though, I was talking to her about something different though. Top Boy. It's like a crime drama in the UK and it's very interesting though. And
That's on
basically
Netflix?
it is on Netflix actually, both original series, but they labeled it differently. The original Channel 4 series on Top Boy on Netflix. The original series is called Summer House. They named it Summer House, and then they named the Netflix version Top Boy. So it's basically Top Boy, the one on Netflix, is seasons 3, 4, and 5, and the Summer House one is seasons 1 and 2.
Yeah, because I know I got it on my list. It's one of my series. One of the series that I got to watch is here on Netflix here in the United States. I think it's top. It's one of the top 10. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So I have that on a list to watch. 'Cause, you know,
Yeah.
I have a whole list. Got so many series that I'll be watching, so many movies. So I watch them in order. I'm a
Yeah.
weirdo.
Yeah, because Top Boy came out in 2011 though first, and then after that they ended it recently though. It
No,
was
I heard.
finished.
I think it was Angel. Angel had put it in her thingy, and that's what made me watch. I think it was last year. I had put it on the list.
Probably though. I recently told her about it though. I think it was probably a few months or something. I can't remember though, but I told her about it though. And she probably just put it in or something like that. I can't remember when I told her though.
It's Summer House on Netflix. It was a miniseries. Summer House on Netflix too. I'm about to check that out and put that on my list. Hold on one second. My son is here.
Okay, it's called Top Boy Summer House, but that's the original series. I'm just giving you clarification so then you understand why I mean. It's clarification. Summer House series is basically the original 1 and 2. So that's just how Netflix titles it, but it's totally different.
Yeah. So that's basically how I'm doing it. And that top boy John, yeah, I gotta get into it. Like it was recommended by Angel. I don't know who recommended it, but I guess it was you, like you said. But yeah, it's one of my
It
shows.
was me actually.
I'm about to say
I
that Summer
recommended that to
House.
Angel and she probably told you about it. Really good though, actually. It's like Power. Yeah, it's probably, you might like it. If you like Power, you might like that. But that one came out before Power and everything like
I
that.
horror because of my baby pops. I'm into horror movies more and like history stuff. Like if anything has to do with history, I'm into that genre. I'm more into
Mm,
horror, drama, thriller, suspense, sci-fi. I'm into all that.
Yeah,
But
I like history also, but it just depends which type
my
though,
baby pops is into all that action movies, action shows, street movies. So I watch it with him. I like it. I'm not gonna downplay the show. Power is like that's a good ass fucking show to watch. But it's not really my thing. Like if it was up to me, I wouldn't even watch it. It'll still be on the list.
Okay, I get that though. Yeah, but I mean, I like the message of Top Boy and everything like that, like the consequence and everything like that. I'm probably gonna say what happens at the end, but I don't think I want to. I want to tell, but I can't because it could spoil though. But I don't know if you mind if what I tell you happens at the end, but I don't think I want. I don't think I should because it could spoil it.
I don't be spoiled because I watch shit and I've heard people describe movies and say shit. Like other people don't like the spoilers. Me, I don't mind it because what I do is I compare what they say into the movie and have my own opinion.
Yeah. Basically, there's a character called the Shane, and basically, like in the season finale, he basically what happened to him is like during the show, like the more money, money can change you, right? He changed because of money, and he's got this complex of being the older big brother because he's that older guy in the streets and stuff, where he feels he has to look after everyone in the neighborhood, though, and he feels though like that's what the money is and everything like that, and when he lost it and everything. He's like clever, he's like really smart, and he's like forward thinking and everything. But when he slowly started to change and he started to become more selfish, he don't see it like that. Moment he lost his money, he literally lost control. He literally lost control of himself, and he didn't even care about the crime scene. He just smashed someone's head, and he basically ran for it. And he's probably on the run for it. And by then, though, his brother or his friend basically killed him because, like he stole something from him. And in the end, the Shane passed away alone. Literally, he was alone. And no one came to help him.
That's how it be though. But that's kind of like the message in a lot of movies. So like I tell people, like it's entertainment in the movies, but they telling us what's gonna happen. Like, we gotta pay close attention and then look at the
Hmm.
Easter eggs. All movies got Easter eggs.
Yeah, I guess. Also, I guess though, probably with him as well, the message in that though is don't let the money change you and everything like that. And I understand what type of character he was though, but with him though, he kind of realized the consequences of that life though. It's either you're dead, no, either you basically are gone from this life or you're basically behind jail. With him, I think though, like end of the original series, he ran away to Jamaica or something like that, and he got away from London, and he was there. He was away from it though, so he was away from the life for a bit, but something dragged him back.
It's just that listen, people don't understand and they don't listen to the rules. It's greed and lust that takes over people. Like when you become a part of the game in the streets, it's not for you to stay, and everybody tells you that. But people don't
Mhm.
take heed to the warning. People want to sit here, they get comfortable. I don't know what it is, but once you into the trap, listen, you're supposed to get out. I mean, once you're in the game, you're supposed to get out of it. If not, you're gonna land on that trap set up for you.
Yeah, but also once you're in the game, you have to find a way to get out of it because some people in that game won't let you leave.
No, listen, I wrote a poem about that. Watch.
In the trap, you'll get lost, thinking you the boss, not realizing that the streets are the game. Once you've come up, you should have got out, but you got greedy and lost your luck. In the cycle of crime and deceit, now your downfall is all but concrete. The streets don't forgive, they just take, leaving you broken, no escape. From the consequences of your actions in the trap, there are no fractions.
The game
Oh,
was meant for you to get that little come up and get out. But people get greedy. They want to keep getting. They want to keep getting. It's just mine, 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 mine. The streets have no love for you. The streets don't
it's a
belong to
myth.
you.
It's a
People don't.
myth.
Yep. The people don't understand that message.
Yeah, it's a myth though, and
It's
basically
like
one
let me
guy,
ask you a
young
question. It's like
Teflon, said it was a myth, so I take his word for it because he was a part of that life and he got out. So I take his word for it when he said it's a myth.
no, it's not a myth. That shit real. The streets are not for you.
No,
They don't love you.
no,
They
I
got
know
no love
what
for
I
you.
mean. It's no, no, no. What I mean, though, I get what in the context he was saying it though. I don't think it's
Oh,
like, no, like he had a different context though. He was about the life. I didn't say it was not real though. It is real though. But I mean, he meant it in a different context though. Like
yeah.
basically, the idea of the lifestyle is the lifestyle and the rules is a myth. That was the aspect he was probably coming from. But I don't mean it's not a myth. It is real. It's just that in some aspects it's a myth.
Yeah. It's fast. Like Lonnie says, it's fast money. But that John, like everybody tells you, man, once you make that money, invest that John. But these nobody want to listen. Listen, man, you got 40-year-olds out here, 50-year-olds out here still stuck in the trap. I'm saying, I'm like, aren't you too old to try to do that shit? Like, pass the damn crown. Damn. Like, you too old.
Yeah.
The kids grown. Like, still got your
Wow.
baby mama chasing you out here in the streets. Like, with pistols out here talking about bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, what's
Wow.
wrong with these old heads? Like, y'all too old. Y'all should be owning businesses by now if y'all was in the trap and y'all were such kings.
Yeah, I agree, but also I think as well that he said that in the end his friend Sally basically said we're not monsters, we're food, and I can never be food. So basically he was saying no, we're not monsters, we're food. So basically I understand what he was saying though. When he said we're not monsters, we're food, and I can never be food.
It's a fact. And that's what happens out here. Like, nobody want to listen, though. Like, everybody falls for that shit. Like, the game ain't meant for you to stay. And I learned that shit as a little kid. And I've seen so many people get in and get out and better their lives and get judged for that shit. But I don't see nobody judging the ones that are still stuck in it, 40, 50 years old. Like, y'all acting like y'all in y'all 20s, not realizing y'all got kids. Grown ass motherfuckers still out here acting like they little kids, gang banging and shit. Like, that shit not cute.
I agree though. I agree. I mean, I'm pretty much very lucky though to never be about that life in the first place. So that's why every time I say I'm not about that life, I actually literally meant it.
Yeah,
So I'm very
you
lucky
understood the
though.
message. You understood the message. You know, it's not your place.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
I'm
for you, and it's not for everybody. I tell people that shit right now. It's like it's not for a lot of our kids now. It's just that they drawn to it because, like Lonnie said, it's easy money, it's fast money, but not realizing they don't know what the hell they doing and what they landing themselves in because they just watching, but they not watching properly. They all, I saw this one do this. I saw this one get no, man. Everybody got their own skills. Just because this one did this one did that one, don't mean that you could do the same thing this person did. Like, you're not them. You're you. You're supposed to become a better person than what you was yesterday. But people,
Yeah, I totally agree. But also I get it's a power, but basically the character of Ghost, he was right the entire time. When Ghost was telling his son and everything like that, look, don't do if you do this, you can never go back. Ghost was right the entire time. He was literally right the entire time. He was like both in and out, but he was trying to get out. And he was right the entire time, trying to tell his son, "Look, man, don't do this. You've got stuff that I wish I had, though." So he was right. He was right the entire time. And the moment he was gone, his son is realizing what mistake he's made, but it's too late for him.
yeah, but it's too late by the time you realize it. That's when it shouldn't be. Like, listen, man, when you fall, right? People stay down because they think, oh, I fell. This is embarrassing. I got to do this. I got to do that. No, you fell. Pick yourself the fuck back up. The harder you fall, the faster you get up because you've already learned from all them falls before. And people don't get it. It's not embarrassing. Embarrassing is you staying stuck on that fall, staying stuck in the past. That's embarrassing. Like, get yourself together, pull yourself together. Like, and I'm not trying to bring nobody down, but people are making too many excuses. It's fuck that I can't, I won't, I'm not able. That shouldn't be in your fucking vocabulary like the old heads used to say back in the day. Will,
Yeah.
I can, I'm going to, I must. Like, at the end of the day, listen, man, we're gonna have so many fails throughout our missions, but we're gonna conquer one. Like, one is gonna teach us how to get there. I'm just trying to break it down the nicest way. I could break it down and be a bitch about it on some real shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being nice about it.
Yeah, I get it though, but I'm probably like, I'm like giving an outsider's perspective on what I see and stuff like that. Even though I've never lived it, and I get I get it though, and I'm kind of very lucky, anyways. Though I've got a lot of things though that I'm not the bragging, but in a way, to me, I'm very lucky to have a lot of things that some people wish they had.
Facts. Facts. It's like I tell people. But you not going through what we go through and you being outside the box. You being outside the circle. You see things differently from us. So you see where I'm coming from? So you're
Mm-hmm.
not wrong and you're not right. You just got an opinion. You come up with a conclusion based on what you view based on what you've perceived.
Mm-hmm.
So like that's why I don't judge nobody. Like at the end of the day, if I'm telling my story and you see this ain't here, or if I'm talking about this and you see this right here, oh damn, I'm glad you pointed it out. You're looking from outside the box. Okay, let me look at it this way. Let me think about it this way. So you're not wrong about what you're saying. Like basically what you're saying, you understand certain things and you don't want to be put in it. You don't want to be
Yeah.
a part of it. But not everybody is that lucky to receive the messages that are given to them, whether it's through a song, whether it's through an old head, whether it's through a movie, or whether it's through a mistake they have made in life.
Mm-hmm.
That's the crazy part about it. But yeah, it's just, but like, is it a mistake after you've made it a third time? Like, that's what I ask people. How is it a mistake or is it an excuse? Now you know what to do, but you don't want to do it. So it's up to you. Like, it's up to the person. Like I tell people, we can't judge. That's
Yeah.
why I don't bring people down like this lady. But I'm a little like, lizard people kind of reminds me of the movie Animorph. You see where I'm coming from? I mean, the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Animorph kind of reminds me of like the Alien versus Predator films and stuff like that. I've kind of reminds me of that. The Alien films and stuff like that, where basically it's kind of similar concept though. But yeah,
Yeah, it's a fact. But that's why I was showing Animorph. But you got a good point on what you're saying about the Top Boy. That's a movie that was recommended to me. It's part of my list. I gotta watch it, and I'm gonna
yeah,
see how it is because they're saying it's kind of like what we're going through right now.
yeah. Top Boy is a TV series though.
Yeah, like, I listen to the message. I pay attention, and then if you peep in a lot of movies, they show us there's gangs everywhere. There's gangs in the
Yeah.
UK. There's gangs in the
Mm-hmm.
United States. There's gangs in Jamaica. There's gangs in all the Caribbeans. There's gangs everywhere.
Even in Pakistan, though, some people don't expect Pakistan. Trust me, there is though. It's just that you don't really see them as much.
Hmm.
It's mostly everyone's focused on America mostly though. That's why not many people actually notice. Like, no, I've heard it's like the West though, basically. People either focus on America or UK, and that's why they know that it's there, but everywhere else they don't notice it.
Facts. But yeah, I'm about to see what this lady got to say real quick. Oh
Okay.
shit! But yeah, you made a good point though. Let me play the video real quick though before we get completely off topic, because I want to see what she is bringing awareness to about these lizard people. People is obsessed with these lizard people. Like, and I'm not gonna knock it down. It could be true if there's other beings out here, but lizard people, I don't know. Like,
No, I doubt that also. But I'm saying anything's possible. But I doubt though. I doubt that though. Like when you're saying like I'm kind of with you. I kind of doubt that though. Kinda. Because there's a slight
kinda.
possibility. There's a slight possibility of them being there, but I don't think they're here. There's probably, who knows? They could probably be another world beyond us, or probably in the same Earth or something. But there's probably like some kind of barrier between us and them. Like when I was just saying, there's probably like the spiritual barrier that the creator put between us though. So, like there's probably beings that we've never seen before, but there's like this
But them
barrier that
beings, them
blocks
beings,
us.
them beings are supposed to look like us, not like no damn lizards,
Mm-hmm. They
not
look
like the
like
Ninja
us, but
Turtles.
they're just a little different though. They look like us, but they're different though.
But still, lizards don't look like us. They don't resemble us, not one bit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want to get to the movie Predators and you're telling me that some motherfucker out there like that, okay, then maybe, okay, it kind of reminds me of, how they have one of the versions of the god Anu and Aniku and all of them. Then I'm like, all right, that's kind of possible. Weird as hell to say, but yeah, all right, I will pass that one. But a lizard? Nah. I don't know. Nah.
Mm-hmm.
maybe some type of superpower. You could turn into a lizard or an animal, like on Animorph, but born a lizard person, I don't know.
Yeah,
But it's
probably there's like people. There's probably beings that probably have that ability, but I think it's just probably like our eyes though are not really designed to basically see certain things, so that's why there's a slight possibility they're here, but at the same time they're not. To us though, to us basically they're not there. But they're there somewhere. It's just that you can't see them. You can feel them like somewhere, but there's this barrier, something between us and them, us and many beings though. So that's why basically to me is that's why you can't, just because you can't see something doesn't mean it don't exist. It exists. It's just that your eyes can't see that. That's why some animals' eyes though basically they can see things that you can't.
hmm, that's a fact on that one. That's a different way of seeing it. But let's see what she's got to say, because this is crazy. Like, she is allegedly bringing awareness to this. She says that this video is packed full of cosmic downloads and research that I put together. This video is for entertainment purposes. So let me read her disclaimer. Only long video alert, but I promise y'all it is well worth it. So many people have been asking me to break down the origins of humanity. So here it is. Okay, so she goes all the way back to the lizard. But if you go down deeper into the rabbit hole, I'm way past the lizard phase. I'm way past that lizard face. That's why I'm saying like, but I want to hear her theory out. Let's see if her theory changes my mind or anybody else's. This is a theory. It's not going to convince anybody, convert anybody, or do anything to anybody.
Yeah,
So let's
I
see
can
what.
understand where she come from. I'm saying there's a slight possibility, but at the same time, there's a possibility no, because I think we're probably separate beings from what she's describing. I doubt that. I doubt that though. Like they're like people who are actually like that though. Like in some way. I think to me though, there's like probably beings like that though, but they're not here. They're probably outside of where we are.
Well, let's see. Let's hear about the Dracon real quick.
Okay.
We definitely know. It says please review on the Black Draconians. Definitely know about these reptilians. All right, let's hear. Hey, wait.
I know how in the music industry there's some rap beefs going on, particularly everybody teaming up against Drake, right? Drake is also associated with Draco. Draco being Draconian,
Oh
Draconian
my
being a
god.
reptilian. Okay, so now keep that in mind. Now think about
Yeah.
dragon that was on the Empire State Building not too long ago. And everybody was like, oh, that is just for a movie promo. Remember, everything is symbolism. Well, let's just say this. In my mind, TikTok, everything is symbolism. For those who don't know, Draco in Latin means dragon. If you've seen any of my previous videos talking about the sun being God, then you are familiar with the concept of the feathered serpent. Feathered serpent is the creator of the monotheistic system, the Atlanteans, Sumerians, and Lumerian, aka the copper colored people, aka black people, so called black people. Just hold on, I told you I'm gonna make it make sense. Now you have a brotherhood of the Dracos, aka the dragons, and the feathered serpents. Mythology, the serpent represents many different things, but the serpent also represents the copper color race, also referred to as the Naga serpent. You may have heard the Naga people. This is how the derogatory term for black people came about. They changed it from Naga to y'all know the rest. Okay, so with all that being said, with us knowing who wrote the Bible, does it now make sense as to why the serpent was depicted as evil? Serpent represents immortality, aka black don't crack. That's why you always hear that term. Way back in the day, the Anunnaki gods used to walk amongst the ones depicted as the serpents. They began merging DNA. Let me say this. Copper colored people have DEA, deoxyetheric acid, while other races have DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. These molecules in our cells contain genetic information about us. This is where blood types come into play because the Rh negative blood is said to be reptilian blood. Anunnaki gods started interbreeding with the copper color race, aka the feathered serpent people. So in my previous video, when I talked about Elohim, aka many gods, this is what I was referring to. You had many Anunnaki gods that were creating different species or different races of people. Hence the reason for different blood types. Now bringing it back to the symbolism, especially in the music industry, this is where the they not like us come into play. They not like us can be interpreted many different ways. It can be interpreted on a scientific level, on an esoteric metaphysical level, or on a physical level. So to bring it full circle, in the Bible, when they talked about being created in God's image, they were talking about mankind, a kind of man. Copper colored people are considered sons of God, God's son, because we are the people of the sun. When the Anunnaki merged or interbreeded with the copper colored race and created other races, that is where that Bible verse comes into play. You were created in our image, which means that you have us within you. So to answer everybody's question who's been DMing me and also putting it in my comments, did every race start off as black? No. Does every race have black within them? Yes. So-called black. Yes, because of eugenics. Now that we have all this cleared up, I'm going to go ahead and play a clip by B-Del, who I love listening to. He's going to break down who's really running the show. It's just when you think you know, you have no idea. Because trust me, when I found this out, I was flabbergasted. Before I play this clip, though, I think it's important to know, if you haven't watched My Son is God series, I truly urge you to do so. I also have a video breaking down my interpretation of the 144,000 and how that is a frequency. In order to reach that frequency, you have to reach true enlightenment. True enlightenment is the understanding that everything is you and you are everything. It means you are not separate from anything or anyone. Which also means that whatever I just told you about who was created by who, at the end of the day does not matter. For anyone who thinks that it does, that is root chakra energy. I used to be just like that. I think the sooner that people realize that identifying people by their skin color is something that is brand new, that is Western civilization behavior. It was brought about to keep people divided so that the entities in the next clip that I'm about to show you can continue pushing forth their agenda. It's just important to give y'all the facts. It's important to know where we come from, to know where we're going. Now,
Go ahead, Riaz. I know you want to say something.
Nah, probably though. When she was saying about identifying by the color like a Western thing, though, yeah, that is true though. I mean, some of that stuff that we kind of know now, some things those like Western concept. Like to me, nationality is a Western concept. The concept of nationalism is a Western concept because people long back though didn't go by that way, they didn't go like that. They identified themselves by either themselves or they had a faith or any other thing, though. Not many people went by nationality. Yeah, because nationality to me is a Western concept because, some people, even though they lived in a place, they didn't call themselves by what nation they lived in or what people they are with, though. They didn't say that, though. Some people call themselves by their faith. They feel like their faith should be first before everything else. That's why I should put my faith before, not me, but before my nationality, though. That's what I go by.
That's how some people live, though. Like, but with me, I wasn't raised like that. Like, I was raised under a lie, and I started learning my truth. It's like, well, my history. It was like, oh, I'm like this. I'm not even Puerto Rican at all. I'm actually a Taino. I was like, I'm indigenous to this land. It's crazy as hell
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah, I get it though. For me, I found out I'm from Persian ancestry. So I feel like basically what I am though is basically Indian bred Persians though. So basically the Persians, when they took over India's certain lands, though, they couldn't take over the whole of India. The Persians took over certain pieces of land in India and basically they bred with the locals and they basically put their language, their culture and everything and they brought it there. So that's why you're Pakistanis now. The word Pakistani actually came in 1933, and it's actually in Persian means land of the pure and land of stand means Pak means pure and stand means land, so it means land of pure and spiritual. That's what Pakistan means. Land of pure and spiritual.
And that's true. Like, for people that don't know what he's talking about his roots, where he's from. Like, he actually knows his culture,
Mm-hmm.
people, his
You know,
nationality.
actually, and also, some people in India spoke Farsi and Persian languages. It's that when the British took over, they basically, they forbid them from speaking it and they created the Urdu language. So basically, Urdu is like a combination of Persian, Arabic, Hindi, and they mixed it and they made a new language and basically became its own language now. That's why I kind of speak a bit of it.
Yeah, it's like in Puerto Rico and Mexico and um, certain places where people think, oh, it's all Hispanic. Y'all do know that they have multicultural languages in there. Or not multicultural languages there. They got multiple languages in there, and from tribes. It's not no Spanish, not no English. It's English and Spanish. They consider it a made up language. Like
Mhm.
when Spaniards took over the Caribbean, like you got to realize they had their own native tongue. That's why a lot
Yeah.
of people you hear a lot of Puerto Ricans, a lot of Dominicans and stuff like that say, my native language is supposed to be Arawak, and it's something right now as the age that we are that we figured it out. How the heck is going to take us a minute to learn this language because it's not
Yeah,
easy.
thank
It's
you. Though, but I think probably what the Persians did, though, for my family, the Persians that took over is like the Kianis. What they did is they probably went through China, and when they went through China, they crossed the border through China and went through, you know, they probably went through their border through China, and then they came to India, and that's when there's certain lands and places became Pakistan now because Pakistan was created of the partitioning of India. So Pakistan is originally West India and Bangladesh is south of India. Basically, I think India has basically like the northern parts and stuff. I think I think like a bit of like north or something like that. And they basically just blended it. There was like used to be one whole subcontinent and then they divided it. It's called the partitioning.
blessings, Commander Apple Turkey. How you doing?
Yeah, because I'm probably saying that though because I'm not really, I already just know and admit that the my line is not the original people line of the original people who lived in India. That's not my people. Though. Mine is probably the Indo-Persian people, Indo-Persian or Indo-Aryan race though. So it's like a separate thing. So it's like an interbred thing though. Even though they live and they was born there, they're not really the original people who lived there. They're not the pure original Indians, so they're not. Because now it's just basically a mix of everything. So you got Arab and Turkish and Persian all mixed there though. And for me, mine's Persian, so I'm gonna have something that I don't know yet.
Blessings, Ricky Clay. Blessings. How you doing? That's true. We got to learn our heritage though, and that's why I like playing videos like this. And when I paused it, I knew Riaz had something to say. Like Shorty was on point on one thing. The one thing that I agree with Riaz, I'm not so sure about the reptile people. I mean, you got to realize, like, we've been told dinosaurs existed, but in reality, they're not dinosaurs, they're dragons. Like,
Mm,
come on, like, Littlefoot wasn't, the original land before time.
yeah, that is true. Though. There's lots of things though that existed before us. It's just that we don't know that though. Like either they probably like gone already. Because they probably had their time, or there's like probably beings before us and they had their time and then they were gone.
Mm-hmm. Right, this was it. Let's listen to what she got to say. Let me know if you want me to pause, right?
Okay.
Let's get into this clip.
Today we're going to be breaking down the complexities of the esoteric infrastructure of the black
Whoa.
nobility.
What happened?
Y'all ever wonder why there are different bloods?
Where was I at?
So-called black people. Just hold on, I told y'all I'm gonna make it make sense. Now you have a brotherhood of the Dracos, aka the dragons, and the feathered serpents. Mythology, the serpent represents many different things, but the serpent also represents the copper color race, also referred to as the Naga serpent. You may have heard the Naga people. This is how the derogatory term for black people came about. They changed it from Naga to y'all know the rest. Okay, so with all that being said, with us knowing who wrote the Bible, does it now make sense as to why the serpent was depicted as evil? Serpent represents immortality, aka black don't crack. That's why you always hear that term. Way back in the day, the Anunnaki gods used to walk amongst the ones depicted as the serpents. They began merging DNA. Let me say this. Copper colored people have DEA, deoxyetheric acid, while other races have DNA, oxyribonucleic acid. These molecules in our cells contain genetic information about us. This is where blood types come into play because the Rh negative blood is said to be reptilian blood. Anunnaki gods started interbreeding with the copper color race, aka the
So, listen, she just confused my whole learning of DNA because I know there's Rh negative, I know there's Rh positive, but do y'all know that before, I think it was before the 60s or something like that, Rh didn't even exist.
Wait, I was kind of lost about that, like basically what she was saying and stuff like that.
She's,
Like,
I'm not that lost, but she kind of threw me off.
no,
Like,
that's what. No, I didn't mean it like that. I was kind of thrown off. So basically, K and E. So basically, Kyani is basically like a Persian. So it's like a It's like a Punjabi tribe of Iranian or Persian origin, based in the Pothar region of Punjab, Pakistan. The name means royal or kingly, similar to Raja or prince, are also known as for the Canaan dynasty. So that's the who came over though to basically set lands of India and stuff like that. So basically for me, like basically my ancestors though are basically Hindus who converted to Islam. That's why I have Muslim. My whole family is Muslim now because originally they had a different faith and then it's not like they were made to, they chose to. They chose they chose to be Muslim, and that's why they have, that's why they were, that's why you got them now.
she threw me off on that one, but I'm about to listen so that I don't get more
Alright,
thrown
let's get
off
to it.
because that was crazy right now. Like, wait. You threw me off on that because I know that throughout centuries, our DNA kind of changes. So I kind of
Mm.
understand about the Rh thing that she's talking about, but what in the world that got to do with these lizards? But let me shut up and listen so I can understand, and then we can react.
Okay.
information about us. This is where blood types come into play because the Rh negative blood is said to be reptilian blood. Anunnaki gods started interbreeding with the copper color race, aka the feathered serpent people. So in my previous video, when I talked about Elohim, aka many gods, this is what I was referring to. We had many Anunnaki gods that were creating different species or different races of people.
I'm gonna pause it right here just to peep how she said, and she mentioned the God that I was just talking about, the she says it better than me, I guess. Aniku God. Like she just mentioned the bull. Like this shit is crazy.
Mm.
You gonna say something?
No, I was just like interesting though. I mean, to me, I don't see it like that, but I'm not gonna close my mind though, even though I don't view it like that.
Okay. This is crazy how she just... All right, let's listen.
Different blood types. Now bringing it back to the symbolism, especially in the music industry, this is where the they not like us come into play. They not like us can be interpreted many different ways. It can be interpreted on a scientific level, on an esoteric metaphysical level, or on a physical level. So to bring it full circle, in the Bible, when they talked about being created in God's image, they were talking about mankind, a kind of man. Copper colored people are considered sons of God, God's son, because we are the people of the sun. When the Anunnaki merged or interbreeded with the copper color race and created other races, that is where that Bible verse comes into play. We were created in our image, which means that you have us within you. So to answer everybody's question who's been DMing me and also putting it in my comments, did every race start off as black? No. Does every race have black within them? Yes. So-called black. Yes, because of eugenics. Now that we have all this cleared up, I'm going to go ahead and play a clip by B-Dell, who I love listening to. He's going to...
All right, shout out to Ricky Clay. He broke it down for me to spell it out. All right, the Anunnaki God. That's how you say Anunnaki. Anunnaki. All right, shout out Ricky Clay. Thank you Ricky Clay. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Cause I was saying it all wrong. All right, Anunnaki. It's crazy. He had to break it down like I'm in kindergarten. Thank you, Ricky.
Break down who's really running the show. It's just when you think you know, you have no idea. Because trust me, when I found this out, I was flabbergasted. Before I play this clip, though, I think it's important to know if you haven't watched My Son is God series, I truly urge you to do so. I also have a video breaking down my interpretation of the 144,000 and how that is a frequency. In order to reach that frequency, you have to reach true enlightenment. True enlightenment is the understanding that everything is you and you are everything. It means you are not separate from anything or anyone. Which also means that whatever I just told you about who was created by who, at the end of the day does not matter. For anyone who thinks that it does, that is root chakra energy. I used to be just like that. I think the sooner that people realize that identifying people by their skin color is something that is brand new, that is Western civilization behavior. And it was brought about to keep people divided so that the entities in the next clip that I'm about to show you can continue pushing forth their agenda. It's just important to give y'all the facts. It's important to know where we come from, to know where we're going. Now let's get into this clip.
Today we're going to be breaking down the complexities of the esoteric infrastructure of the Black nobility, who are Black faces who hide behind a perception of the European power structure in the matrix system through eugenics programs, economic disenfranchisement, dehumanization, and Eurocentric theology that takes you away from your sovereign capacity as an indigenous person in the geographical landmass of America. So as I told you before, the unseen hand is the hidden hand, and the hidden hand is the Black hand, and the Black hand is the Black nobility, right? So all throughout ancient history, all they did was a bait and switch. They did a bait and switch and gave you the false perception of Europeans being in power when really it's the Black nobility who are Black faces, right? So right here, you're looking at Charles V was actually a swarthy man, right? So all they did was a reverse of frequency, right? Inverted knowledge, analogy and microbiology. You would know that you get the recessive from the dominant. You don't get the dominant from the recessive. So that you have to understand that they got their concepts of and ideologies of white supremacy from Black people who was already on the planet way before them, because they wasn't created until 4086 BC, right? So now we're going to get into some theological context, because all this is basically prophetic, right? Now, when you go to the L's Holy Injil, which is basically a transliteration of the book of Revelation, and you go to Revelation 17:17, right? It says verbatim that the evil reptilian that is going to give their kingdom to the beast. Now, who is the beast, right? The beast is basically the personification of the Canaanite bloodline who was cursed with leprosy. And these are also connected to the Flugerod bloodline, who have 6 ether genetical properties that has the same DNA sequence as animals, right? So that's why I said, like, the beast is basically a personification of the cursed bloodline. The evil reptilian is the personification of the Black nobility who are connected to the jealous god Enlil, right? The 200 fallen angels.
So as y'all can see, nothing is what it seems. And as Bidel said, everything is inverted, which just means when they tell you it's up, it's really down. So in our mind, we thought that the 13 families were the ones running the show, when in reality it's the Black reptilians. So in my previous video where I talked about them walking amongst us every single day, that's absolutely true, because we are them. If you know about duality, you know that there's good and bad in all things. So yes, while you have some negative reptilians, you also have benevolent reptilians. This is why they consider part of your brain the reptilian brain. Reptilian brain controls our instinctive behaviors such as sex, aggression, and power. 3 very things that we see in our society on a daily basis. As I mentioned to y'all previously, the true way to enlightenment is through love. So whether you're an original being created by Grandmother Aya herself, or if you were created by the Anunnaki gods by the way of eugenics, the true and only vibration is love. So instead of worrying about who created what or who was here first, come to the realization that you will never be free with that mindset. When you really open your eye, you will see we are all fighting the same entities. That within itself should wake you up. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Also,
Yo, That is deep, and she's spitting some facts right there at the end on some real shit. And I can't really speak on the reptilian stuff because I'm still doing my research and I'm still down the rabbit hole with that, John. Like I'm still trying to figure out like what's factual, what's not. Like, is it really, really true? Like, but at the end of the day, it's a history I'm still trying to figure out and learn. What you gotta
Mm-hmm.
say, Riaz?
I was probably like, trying to figure out. Yeah, I was totally agreeing with you. I'm with you there as well. Because, I believe there's more to me. I could probably have more in me that I don't know. I'm very well aware that I have, I know my Persian ancestry. That is known for a fact that I figured that out because it's logical anyway. I'm just probably going to wait and see, I should probably see if I probably have more in me though.
You can always
I
research it.
probably no, I know that, but I know that though. Yeah, I figured though. Like I probably have more in me though. I probably like my eyes, but I've got like the traditional Asian eyes or something like that. I probably got like I don't know, I've just got probably a lot of stuff though. Probably hidden though. Not hidden, but maybe don't know. I'll probably figure that out.
We all figure it out when we start really wanting to, learn who we are.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's see.
Yeah, I know.
Now
Like,
y'all can tell.
okay.
You want to say something else?
No, yeah, I get it though, yeah. So basically, I did actually research it there. So Pakistan, Iran shared a great cultural and religious affinity. It has become, has strong influence from Persian. The two countries regularly carry out academic exchange activities. Thousands of Pakistani students are studying culture, science, and religion here in Iran. So yeah. So yeah, that shows you that I know. So yeah, parts of Pakistan were especially those were from northern north of the Indus River and often further west of it were part of an ancient Medo-Persian, uh, the Medo-Persian, the Achaemenid Empire. Southeast of the Indus River, the provinces today called Punjab and Sindh were part of the region known as ancient Hindustan. So yeah, that's how I know that. Because I found out. I asked that question to my grandfather. I realized from Arab or Persian ancestry, and I found that out.
We all have questions. We all ask questions. And what's crazy is the more we ask the questions, when people answer and they don't make no sense, it makes us want to go research. Like, wait, you're not making sense. Let me go figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
But it leads us back to, what's happening now in our society. We let it get this far. We didn't want to learn our history. We didn't want to learn our roots. I can't say if it's, learned behavior. To me, it really does feel like learned behavior. We're just following into, whoever raised us or whoever we looked up to footsteps. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like,
I can understand like some people who don't really, when they discover certain things, though they don't really accept that. When I was younger, long back, a long time ago, I didn't really accept my culture or probably accept my heritage. I just rejected it because, it was hard to take it in because, when you're born in one place, you live here your whole life and you make yourself believe it though, it's hard for you to accept. That's what I went through.
it's true. It's deep, though. That's why I think this right now. I'm going back, speaking on the broken situation. Born in the wrong generation and bound by blood. Everything that we just said. But it's crazy, though. I tell people I'm not the only one. I've had conversations with so many people, and a lot of them feel like, they're just tied by blood, but they feel like they're born into the wrong family, or they feel like they're born into the wrong generation. And I
Mm,
realized that I'm not the only one that feels like that. And
I actually wonder, am I actually born in the wrong generation? Because in sometimes I feel like I'm born in the wrong generation because I seem very old school for me. For like my generation, I feel like the way I speak is very old school though.
yeah, like a lot of us feel like that. It's crazy. That's how I came up with these two little poems right here. That's how the word, right? Yes.
In the wrong generation, lost in time's illusion, God's mix up in my mother's womb, a cosmic confusion, feeling out of place like a puzzle piece misplaced, searching for my purpose in this unfamiliar space, born into a world that doesn't quite fit, a soul trapped in a modern day script, yearning for simplicity, longing for a connection. In a fast paced world of constant rejection, I navigate this life with an ancient soul's gaze, struggling to find my path in these chaotic days. Perhaps God had a plan beyond what I can see to challenge me to grow and set my spirit free.
So listening to people and me feeling like that the same way, I feel like I'm in the wrong generation. I really do.
Yeah.
Along with a lot of people. And the same way that others feel like they're in the wrong generation, I've had so many conversations with people. Oh, I don't know if you've heard the sayings. I'm the ugly duckling of the family. I'm the black sheep of the family. Well, listen, man, a lot of us has been that for some reason we just don't agree with family traditions. It just doesn't fit us. It's not us.
In a family of tradition, I stand out like a sore thumb. Born into the wrong lineage, feeling like I'm on a run. Surrounded by expectations that I can never meet. Yearning for a different fate, longing for a retreat. Mismatched with my bloodline, an outsider in my own home. Struggling to find my place, feeling lost all alone. Dreaming of a different life where I can truly be free. Cursed with this legacy that never quite fits me. Not just born into the wrong generation, but the wrong family too. Bounded by blood ties that suffocate and constrain my view, searching for acceptance in a world that doesn't understand, destined to break free from this legacy unplanned.
So
Mm,
it's crazy. That's how a lot of people feel. And then when you start,
yeah. For me, I feel like I'm in the right family, right line, and everything. It's just that to me, I just feel like there's more to me than I think, though. Like more to me, though. Like yes, I'll admit where my family come from and everything like that. I can admit that. I won't deny it, but I believe there's more to it, though.
the same way I go ahead, but I feel like I was born into the wrong family. For real, for real. Because everything my family goes by, I just don't agree. I'm against. Like at the end of the day, like I tell people, I don't have a religion. I don't follow that, you know, racism shit. I don't see the color of
Me
people's
neither.
skins.
Me
I go by
neither.
I go by people's behavior, their actions, who they are, what they show me, and what I perceive of them. Other than that, listen, man, fuck the family and what they think. Because at the end of the day, like a lot of our families is stuck in the past.
Yeah.
And to me,
I
family,
totally get that though. I get that though. For me, that's just no. I don't do that though. My family don't do that though. But you're
no,
saying
not
that now.
all, not all.
No, not all
Because
though. But
there are people out here that got some good families, and I'm not knocking them down. But see, we here in the hoods, and a lot of us, and regardless of anything, right? And this is something I teach my kids, right? My family is my family. Yeah, you got a grandmother, you got aunties, uncles, cousins, and all that, right? But your family is the one you got to focus on when you make it. Family is not who you're born into. Family is what you
hmm
make of it. So at the end of the day, right, when you make your own family, sometimes your own family tries to hold you back. And that's what I'm trying
yeah,
to tell. Like, see, you had the blessing to have a good family, being born into a good family. You see where I'm coming from?
hmm
But not everybody has the courtesy. And it's few of the people that are blessed to be in a two family home or blessed to be with a mother that, is able to pull all these moves and get certain things for their kids. It's not easy like that. Here in the hood, it's completely different. So that's
yeah.
why I
I
was
can
like, yo,
understand
like
that
we gotta
though. I
cherish.
agree. I agree though. Just like basically the day I was born and stuff like that. Both, it was like fully set and everything like that. You
Mhm.
know. Like basically had what we had. It was like pretty much average and stuff like that, but not too much and everything like that. So when I was born, both parents weren't really set like that. And basically, by the time my siblings came along, that's when we were set because over time that's how it is though. For me, like I've got opportunities though that my dad never had when he was younger. When he was younger, he didn't have much, but when we were getting older and stuff, we've got a lot of opportunities and stuff.
Yeah, and the generate and as time changed, some families better, some families worse, and some of them don't have the choice, some of them do. Like that's the crazy part. Like you can't just say that everybody has a choice. Listen, we have a choice to take this path and take that path. But once that person takes that path, they can't take if they make a mistake back. It's like it's not their part. They thought they was gonna do good going this way. They got time to fix it, but some people choose not to. You see where I'm
Mm-hmm.
coming from? So it's
Yep.
kind of like, yo, like we make our own destinies. We choose our own paths. And I tell people like I'm 34 years old, and there are kids younger than me. Like you, like look how you only what 22 going on 23. Like I
Yep.
tell people, there are people younger than me figuring this out. I was questioning it around Riaz's age. I figured it out a couple years after Riaz's age. I'm only 34. I'm already 35 in August. That's why I be telling people like we all learn at our own pace. It's just that, you know, some of us like what we like and some of us is into it, some of us is not into it. Some of us care about history, others don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that is true though. For me, I probably had to learn more about myself through my teen years and stuff like that. And for me, like probably in my early 20s, I found a bit of me, but there's more to me though.
Mhm. But the whole point is that your parents should be proud, and I think they are. The
There
same
you
way
are.
that a lot of us is proud because for you to be somebody with autism, look what you're showing the world. You
Yeah.
see where I'm coming from? You're
Of
not
course, of
stuck
course.
on, oh well, I got autism, I can't do this, I can't do that. No, your parents raised you in a way where you could learn how to survive if they're not here. They made sure of that. So at the end of the day, we give props to your parents, and I always say that there's not a lot of parents do that. And shout out to all those parents out there that actually do that. Because
I agree though. I appreciate that though. Yeah, I agree though because that's what my mother is. I am blessed to have a mother who actually basically when I knew from 5 years old that there's a lot and probably just, wanted to push when I was given expectations.
a lot of kids don't got that opportunity like that. And that's where I say, yo, shout out to your mom, shout out to your dad, shout out to other parents that are doing the same thing and are raising their kids. They got autism, Down syndrome, like regular kids. It's harder. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's easy trying to raise a kid with autism or Down syndrome or schizophrenia like a regular kid, but it's doable. Look at Riaz. He's a perfect example. He's on your online and he's not saying, oh, my condition is, preventing me from doing this. So I got to sit here. No, he doesn't even act the fool at times. Listen, man, all I can say is he's showing us that regardless of what we go through and what we have, we can still manage to pull through and live this life that, we call a cold world
Mm-hmm.
and manage it. Like my son's 17 years old. A lot of people know my story. Same situation as Riaz. His aunt took him in. He's 8. Well, I keep saying 17. He's about to be, yeah, he's going to be 18 in September. So she gave him a chance, and he's now living out in a farm with one of his friends. He's working. He's not held back like they say he was going to be. He's doing what he's got to do. Hopefully, he doesn't fall for the trap. He's still into the computer world. So that kind of scares me. But at the end of the day, he's trying. And what I'm saying is that a mental health situation doesn't prevent you from doing something. And y'all showing it. Y'all the perfect examples out here showing people that, look, listen, just because you got this don't mean you got to hold yourself back.
Yeah, I totally agree though. I appreciate that though. Because it's a lot of work anyways though. Because actually with the right support, the person with that though actually done. To me, the only reason I got to where I got to is yes, it's because of me, but at the same time it's the right support system and the environment I was placed in and everything like that. That's how I got to where I got to. Because when I moved to Saudi, pretty much so like I got better opportunity in Saudi, and I got to go to a school that's pretty much like a multinational school though, and they just actually have what is there to support me and everything like that.
Blessings, Miss April Showers, blessings, and that's a fact. That's what That's what I just said. Like it's like I gotta keep giving a shout out because and to all the parents out there because it's not easy dealing with a child with autism. A lot of parents lose their patience, and a lot of these kids become a menace to society. So
Mm-hmm.
shout out, you're proving it, and it shows that the regular people. And I'm not saying we're different from anybody, because at the end of the day, us that don't have a disability, let me put it like that, us that don't have a disability should be doing better than what these kids that have a disability are doing. But we're holding ourselves back. If they don't do it, there's kids out here, right? Because, like he said, people, places, and things. And like I tell people, us as adults, us as parents, we gotta throw all that toxic shit out the window. We as parents make sure that there's a lot of parents out here that do the same thing. I made sure I did the same thing. And I'm not
Mm-hmm.
putting us on a pedestal. What I'm trying to say is that there's ways to do these things out here. Too many people
So,
got
yeah, very so.
excuses.
And also with both my parents, they just agreed to stay together. So they just made a decision what's best for all three of their kids is stay, we should just remain together. Look, even though love is there and even if it's kind of fading in that sense, but we're just basically like tolerate in a way, in a good sense. Like basically just coexist together and just, keep it together. So at least like the home is stable and the children will be okay. So that's why some people, some parents just decide, you know what, even we're not that into each other right now. We'll just do it for the family, and it's like a kind of I can understand why they're doing that. It's for the kids' sake, they'll just coexist together.
It's like right now, I'm faced with a hard decision with my 14-year-old, right? He's able to
Mm-hmm.
sign up for the military when he turned 15. He wants to sign up. I'm saying here, I don't want him to sign up. But the crazy part is, right? He's doing this voluntarily. It's not like he's being forced. Somebody's making him. You see where I'm coming from? And even
Mm-hmm.
though it hurts me, he wants to get out of this neighborhood. He's tired of it. That's his decision, his choice. And I'm like, damn, I don't want to separate from my son. He don't want to separate from his mama, but he's tired of the way we living in the hood. And I'm saying, I'm like, damn, I can't wait to hurry up and get the hell out this hood. Like, this is crazy. Like, it shows you, like, these kids that are young are feeling it. Like, they tired of this shit too. They're trying to find ways out. And what can I tell them? Like, I want to, like, say no all the way. Like, no, no, no. I'm still your parent. I have a choice. No. But at the end of the day, if I do that, he's going to lash out. And I
Yeah,
know
that's
that for a fact.
resentment though. No, that'll just make the child resent you though, because you can't be too strict and you can't be too soft. You have to have a good amount of balance between the both. Cause that's just resentment though. That just creates the child will resent the parents for doing that though. Because they don't like how, like look, even the parent's parent, child is child, but they don't like it when it's overdone. So it's like
Yep.
creating some kind of resentment.
And that's why I'm saying that as parents, we have to listen to our kids. And that's the whole point of that. Like, we fail to do that. Like, our kids, we hear them. A lot of us hear them, but we don't listen. And that's what we have taken out of society and our families. Like, we hearing them, but I don't know what is it in us that. Hold on, let me make sure y'all hearing me because I'm not sure. We're just unplugged. All right. I hope y'all can hear. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, kind. I hear you.
All right. Because now in societies, it's like these kids right now. Listen, man, it's hard to explain this. As parents, we want to make the best decisions, but when our kids got their minds made up, it's like, do we force them to do what we want to do, or do we let them give it a try? To me, as a mom, I'm feeling like I gotta let him give it a try. He's always gonna come back. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like, it's
Yeah,
against
but
everything in
with
me.
that technically, in a technical sense, wouldn't that just make the child, like when they hit puberty, like when they're like 13, 14 years old? In a technical sense, though, they're not adults yet, though, but in a technical sense, like their mind already just kind of like they're slowly reaching adulthood, though. Like to my mom, though, like to her, is like, look, even though like she's still the parent and everything like that, I'm still the child in some way. Like even though I'm an adult, like, basically long back though, in her mind, I'm pretty much an adult in a way. Technically, in a technical sense. In a technical sense though, like when they hit puberty, it's like they're technically an adult when they hit puberty, but they're not at the same time.
But yeah, like the whole point of this is that as parents, we need to teach our kids, and we need to start doing it. We can't wait for the system to do it. We can't keep depending on the teachers to do it. We gotta step up. We gotta do our job. And that's the reason why I bring these videos out. Like, and I thank Riaz for coming up because he's, always giving a good perspective. And I don't mind his perspective, his opinions, because at the end of the day, he's giving us to us from outside the box. It's like Miss Genesis One. I hear a lot of people try to bring down Miss Genesis One or talk crap about Miss Genesis One. I respect that lady with everything in me
Mm-hmm.
for the fact that she's looking from outside the box. She's saying the same thing that I'm saying, and I'm inside the box. And I'm saying, yo, we're making too many excuses. When are we going to stand up? When are we going to speak up for ourselves? When are we going to do what we got to do? And we're going to stop slacking. When are we going to stop making excuses for every little thing? It's always a but. No, it's not possible. Oh, it won't happen. No, let's keep trying until it's possible.
Yeah, I kind of get that though. And also, I'm not just giving a younger person's perspective, I'm also giving a foreigner's perspective on what goes on in America. Because, in a way, of course, I take a look at what goes on in America. I know I should look at UK, but technically, in a way, we are technically linked though. Technically, because like
But
we're technically joined
without
together, even
realizing
though
it,
not.
Rias, you hear me?
Mm-hmm,
Without realizing it, you're
mm-hmm,
speaking on both. You're not just speaking on one without speaking on the other.
yep,
So I gotta give it to you because you're young, you're doing it, you're not realizing it. But I'm telling you, you are. You're not just speaking on one, you're speaking on both. Because all right, you're speaking about what's going on over there, then you're figuring out what's going on over here. Because at the end of the day, we're both getting affected by the
yeah,
same situations. So I
mm-hmm,
understand your perspective. That's why I said either way, you're still looking at the situation from outside the box. We're not going through
yes,
the same shit, but we're going through similar situations.
mm-hmm. Yeah, of course, I agree with you, no doubt. Yeah, you're right, though. Fully, you're right, though. That's just how I see it, though. It's like outside the box and everything like that. That's just how it's been. So,
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm not just hearing you. I've been listening to you. So like when you hop on the panels and you sit here and you compare, and you be like, well, in the UK this happens, but you're listening to what's happening and you're comparing both situations. So whether
yeah,
people see it or
because
not,
to me,
you're not just speaking on one, you're speaking on both. And then at
of
the end, you
course,
give an opinion. So you're trying to bring a solution, whether somebody wants to listen to you or not.
of course, because to me, though, like, America has a strong international influence, though, that's what some Americans don't know. Some Americans know how strong America is, but they don't realize how strong America's influence is, though. So, like, let's say that basically America doesn't do so good, then basically, slowly, that type of influence they got overseas and stuff like that, that's gonna affect everyone else, though, in a way. Not like the same struggle or like basically going through the same thing, but like some bits and pieces are there. Some
That's a
bits and
fact.
pieces are there
That's a
because you
fact.
got a strong international influence, and when you're not doing good at home, that kind of affects everyone.
I'm telling everybody, that should be crazy. But I'm about to put on like two more TikTok videos, and then we're gonna end this John.
Okay.
Because I've been on here for 2 hours and I gotta go on here. I gotta go here for this whole thing is closed when I'm done this live. Alright, so it's play. You're more than welcome to give your perspective on Riaz too. Like you just
Okay.
did with the other one. You're more than welcome. We're not here to judge, like I said, we're here to bring solutions, guys.
Okay.
Let's press play.
Run the construction business. The Italians run the construction business. The Italians run the trade unions. The Italians, the Irish run the police force. The Irish run every other trade that exists. The construction job is a white job.
Yep.
Being a lawyer is a white job. Being a doctor is a white job. Who are the truck drivers? White people. White people run the truck driving industry. It's them. It's their industry. Who runs the hair care products? The Chinese. Who runs the hotels? The Indians. The every other nation has the jobs that are outside of the field.
Right.
Every other nation. The only job left for us and Mexicans is for Mexicans and black people to fight each other over who's going to pick the cotton. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Don't you dare hate an Hispanic because he's forced to pick the same cotton that you fought to get out of the cotton field. Now a Mexican is in it. What you should feel is pity on the Hispanics. What happened to pity, Haas? Please. The Italians run the construction business. The Italians run the trade unions. The Italians, the Irish run the police force. The Irish.
Shit. I'll let it play over. Yo, people might get mad, but Bull speaking facts on this and spitting some gems. Like, if y'all don't believe what he's saying, go do your research. Yo, we manipulated to the point where, yo, I keep telling y'all that we think that we bosses somewhere. We need to stop fighting each other. We need to come together. This is the time for unity.
Yeah, I agree though. Like basically to me, like you actually wonder why Pakistanis are pushing their children because Pakistanis and Bengalis are basically disadvantaged to Chinese, white and Indian people. You know, Indians though are more, even though India and Pakistan are used to be one and the same, Indians have more of an advantage though. They've got more opportunities ahead of them. That's why you see Pakistanis pushing their children really hard because they want them to get the best opportunity though. Like, because Pakistanis don't get much opportunity, even though they make more and they own a lot, but they don't have much opportunity. That's why they have to keep working hard.
Yo, Ria's on point on what he's saying right here. But I want y'all to go out there and do y'all research. Don't just go by what we say. But the bull right here, he's spitting some facts. Shout out to the person that uploaded this video.
Can someone please tell me what this is?
What the fuck?
Wait, what? Wait, what's this?
Alright, so apparently they found a dragon somewhere in the Milky River. I wonder why they call it the Milky River. I'm about to do some research on that. Trust me, you know you're gonna see an upcoming live in the future. I got so many. Milky Sea. That's the Milky Sea. Crazy part is, could this be an edit? But he went into the Google Maps and zoomed in. And for those of y'all that, don't know about this, yes, you can go onto the Google Maps, search the map, worldwide, and you can zoom into different places. Like he zoomed into the Milky Sea. But this dragon reminds me of the Godzilla dragon.
Wait, Godzilla, or that Japanese call him Gojira.
Watch, like, pay attention.
No, I think anything's possible, to be honest. There is beings and lots of stuff. Because they did say a lot of the oceans have not been discovered, though. There's so much, though.
Look, it's under the ocean. It look like rocks. But then when you zoom out, it look like a it look like it look like a dragon. Look at that on 3D. And he's on a Google Maps. Could this have been edited though? Could somebody Google something on Google Maps? Somebody said it's Leviathan spoken of in the Bible. A really good edit. It is a really good edit. It was true. I don't know. I feel like it's an edit. Yo, that's Godzilla, right? I'm not the only one saying.
Yeah.
Somebody said photoshopped.
No, it's a slight possibility, but I don't think it's real like that. But it's a slight possibility.
It looked like Godzilla to me. It looked like this one of the parts from the Godzilla movie.
Which one? The original Godzilla, yeah.
How in the world they managed to put this John into the damn Google Maps? Yo, people got some skills out here. Let's see. I'm sorry. This shit crazy.
I have a subpoena or warrant.
No, but like I said.
Okay, and I've asked them to leave, and they're not leaving. You're their guest. I'm not doing anything. My kids are crying, screaming, not wanting to go anywhere. I passed a piss test and failed a saliva test. Yes, I am, and I'm videotaping this also. I've asked you guys to leave. This right here, me, and I
don't know what y'all think about this.
Told her I was prescribed the medication.
In 2017, it is 2017.
Okay, I saved my medicine. I have medicine.
You're supposed to discard it after the expired date.
Okay, maybe you are, but does everybody?
You're supposed to. So technically,
do you eat food after the expiration date?
I don't.
Well, I too.
Hell
yeah.
Nah, man, that's disgusting.
Please leave your comment. Let me know what you think.
I mean, this is bullshit. You have no right to be here. Nobody was called. I mean, there was no fight. You have no subpoena. You have no warrant. Nothing.
Well, like I said,
my kids don't want to go with you guys.
That's usually how.
Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, so CPS in there with no warrant, no nothing. They can't take your kids. I hope y'all do know that. They have to have a warrant to take y'all kids. Only way to do that is by taking, having a warrant. But other than that, no, they cannot take your kids. I want people to learn their rights, their laws, their commandments. It's not just 10 commandments. It's 100 and some change commandments. But learn them all. Like, learn the Constitution. Like, y'all got some rights. And if they don't have a subpoena, they don't have a warrant, none of that, they cannot remove your child. So these people right here, but I'm just like lost on how could it be because of the expired food lady? They're trying to take your kids. Like, shit, I wouldn't have expired food in my house. Like she said, would you eat it past the expired date? OMG.
That's disgusting, man. Certain foods they eat, certain food. No, they say some food you can't eat that is expired, but you can't do that. Nah, man. Nah. That's disgusting.
Let me see. Somebody on here said the 3-letter agency, remember Chevron doctoring, they no longer have any rights. Who no longer has any rights? I heard we was talking about the Chevron doctoring the other day.
Wait, what's that though? I've never heard of this.
I think they passed the Chevron doctoring the other day because we spoke on it on one of my TikTok lives.
Okay.
So apparently they're going to get rid of the CIA, the DEAs, the no feds. Listen, let me see. Chevron deference. This casebook contains a selection of U.S. Court of Appeals decisions that analyze, interpret, and apply the doctrine of Chevron defense. Court often review an agency's interpretation of a statute. It is charged with implementing under the framework Chevron. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can get a video so I can show y'all. Somebody could explain it better because the words they put over here. Uncertainty. Let me see. Goodbye Chevron doctrine. Okay, so they got rid of the Chevron doctrine. That's what it was. Let me see. All right, let me share my screen with everybody. That's a fact, Ricky Clay. That's a fact. Once you let them in, it's on you. All right, I gotta share the screen real quick. So let's get over here. So they overturned this doctrine. Let me see who got a good explanation. I want somebody to break it down.
Hello, Utah and 3rd Congressional District. I'm coming to you from Washington, D.C. I want to discuss a really important issue that's on top of the burner right here. It's a Supreme Court decision that we're expecting any moment, perhaps even by the time that you see this, the decision will be out. I want to try to explain it the best I can. And there is something called Chevron deference, which is a ruling that allows government agencies to interpret legislation and use reasonable discretion to make to make rules dealing with how that should be interpreted. Over the years, this won't surprise anybody, this has gotten way out of control. And we now have these agencies literally interpreting legislation according to political whims in ways that are not healthy and not good for the United States, for our economy, for our environment, or really anything. And they're piled on top of each other over and over, layers and layers of these different regulations that were not done by Congress. If the Supreme Court views this the way we think most people will do, they'll strike this down, which will undo all of these rules and put this burden back on Congress. So as a member of Congress, right, I'm obviously saying, look, I'm advocating that all of this come back to us, knowing that it's going to take us a long time to do our job right, but also knowing this is important because it puts rulemaking back on Congress, which is where the founders intended it to be. Let me give you one specific example of how this impacts Utah. BLM recently issued a rule, it's a conservation rule, that says that they could declare large swaths of land off limits and that it can only be used for conservation. Doesn't matter if it was previously used for grazing, it doesn't matter if it was previously used for recreation or extraction. The BLM can simply declare it conservation and now it's off limits. No accountability, no oversight, just simply an agency running, in my opinion, amok without the authority to do this. I've got a bill that would actually repeal that, but more importantly, if the Supreme Court makes this decision, it will automatically repeal those types of things, this way excessive government overreach by these agencies who are not elected and not accountable. So I think it's a big deal. Watch for the ruling, and we'll make sure we get it to you as it comes out. And thanks for taking a minute to listen to this.
Okay, you didn't break it down the way I wanted to. I want you to explain this better, dude. Let's see, why are you mad?
When did buying groceries
You
become
will
a
give me a
competitive sport?
commercial.
Things cost more and have fewer servings,
Not you, baby.
while corporations make record profits. Senator Bob Casey
They
is
trying to
fighting
play
price
me.
gouging to save Pennsylvanians money. Tell him to keep fighting for us.
Meaningful for Northwest Florida. I also just want to make a couple comments. Last week, the Supreme Court issued a decision in a case that, overturned a doctrine called Chevron deference. And, the long and short of it is.
All right, so they did overturn it, I guess. So I'm about to look up for the Supreme Court thing. They must have it on YouTube. The whole trial, they must have it. So to react on it, and see what else I could that put together because this is interesting. I think a lot of people should know about this. And if it's true, that means there won't be no more CIA, no more feds. That means that you're not going to be, getting charged in your own community. You won't get charged taxes. That means you pay for what you buy for. And the only taxes that would be charged is if you're selling from another country, from like, for example, if we're selling something from here, from the United States to like Jamaica or to the UK or to China, we charge them taxes. If they sell something to us, they charge us taxes. And each country, each county, each state is supposed to make sure they collect their taxes. So if that's what they're talking about, because we reacted to it on the one of the last TikTok lives, yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Basically,
Wait,
right?
so is that a good thing or no?
It's a good thing, I think, in a way. I want to do a live. Like, I don't know what other people think. I mean, to me, I feel as though it's a good thing. Like, that means no more CIA. You don't got to pay no more taxes. Like, but here's my thing, right? DHS, yeah, they need to take accountability. You can't even trust the Department of Human Services no more. You can't. Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all. Like, it's like you want to give the benefit of the doubt because there are some social workers that are good and do their jobs. Like, they'll come instead of taking their kids, they'll give resources, which is what they're supposed to do. But then you got the ones that don't do their job. They slack, and you got these kids out here not here no more or trafficked. You see where I'm coming from? Like, I can go
Yeah.
about it in so many ways, but I'm trying to be nice.
Okay. I kind of get it. Yeah, kind of.
So it's kind of like it's crazy. It's hard to speak on it because you got some that actually are out here doing their job. And shout out to those that come to the houses. They don't just rip families apart, and instead they find resources. I know a couple of them, but it's crazy how the other ones overshadow them. But let's see what this senator has to say about this. Let's see if anybody else can understand it any better. I'm trying to play the videos. Maybe one of them will resonate with somebody and they could actually understand the breakdown. But hopefully I broke it down enough for somebody to understand it. But this is just backup, just in case.
Is not to get bogged down in technical details, but who ultimately governs our society? And the outcry on the left over the repeal of Chevron or the overruling of Chevron really shows how they view society. And those of us who welcome the decision to overrule Chevron, we believe in, I think, a conception of government that our founding fathers envisioned.
No, we're not.
When you have a bureaucracy that acts against you,
are you a Democrat?
And if they're doing it in a way they don't have authority,
No,
you
the
have a
way
right
he
to
speaks,
go
I think he is.
and bring.
Huh?
I think the way he speaks, I think he is. I'm not gonna put that on him, but the way he talks kind of just gives that kind of impression.
You sound like a Democrat. Let me finish hearing him out.
A
No,
lawsuit
for me, I
to
don't
challenge.
identify either left or right. I'm basically a centrist.
Huh?
I'm a centrist.
What's that?
Basically, a centrist is the person who just sees the center or the middle, basically. I'm not left or right.
Oh, you independent? Okay, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
You independent. You don't got a side.
Yeah.
All right, bet. I don't have a side either, so it's all right. I'm a free thinker.
I'm a free thinker, but I wouldn't mind like Labour conservative. That's technically like when I say Labour conservative, that's like Democrat or Republic in UK, but we don't call them Democrat or Republic. We call them conservative or Labour.
Man, I just call myself over here. It's called independent. That's why I'm a little like, wait. I guess it's the same thing, but over here they're considered independent.
Yeah.
Like, wait, I think we're
Wait,
saying the same thing, but
nah, no, same thing. It's just basically some words though. Like when I learned UK words as well, like I'm trying to say when I'm saying that sometimes I forget though that like wherever I see some people I'm gonna get because they taught different words and stuff. So that's why kind of sounds confusing what I say sometimes.
that's true. Hold on. Let's see what he got to say. 'Cause so far, we agreed to he's a Democrat. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
look him up anyway, so I'm gonna find out. Because I am definitely gonna do a reaction to the Supreme Court decision. So let's see.
Challenge that because sometimes people's livelihoods are at stake on this. They can impose punishing fines. There's a lot of things that this big, powerful bureaucracy can do. So the question is if they're coming at you and they're wrong on the law, do you have an ability to go in the court and have the court say, you know what, you're right on the law and rule for you and give you relief? Or do you do this Chevron deference, which says, well, it doesn't really matter if you're actually right on the law. We are going to defer to what these experts in the bureaucracy think the law means or the regulation should mean. These are people that are not elected. These are people that are not accountable. These are people that are, quite frankly, wrong about a lot of things. And so Chevron deference really empowered the administrative state. It empowered the bureaucracy, and it's helped the bureaucracy grow to the extent that it has, really uninterrupted for many, many decades. And so what this does is this puts on a better foundation the separation of powers. You go into court, you have a...
It sounds like he's with it, though. I mean, I'm confused. It sounds like he's with it.
The way he started, yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. The way he kind of started on that one, so that just shows he's kind of with it. Kind of shows that.
It sounds like he's with it, though. Like, it's crazy. So I'm going to do deeper research into it. I'm definitely going to do a live on it. So let's finish this out so I can end my live. See
Okay.
what my shorty want to eat real quick. So let's see that. Let's listen to him a little more because I don't want to get lost before I give another comment.
a right to have that court apply the law as it's written. And if that means you win and the bureaucrats lose, then that's the way it's going to be. And that's the way it should be. So that was a really good decision. But the people that were carping about it, they want to have a rule by unelected, unaccountable, bureaucratic, so-called experts. That's who they think should govern society. And they want to insulate them from any type of accountability. And that's just fundamentally not the way our Constitution was designed. It wasn't what our founding fathers envisioned. And yes, this is just one piece. I mean, part of the reason the bureaucracy's grown so big is because Congress doesn't exercise its constitutional authority to rein it in. They don't like writing laws that are precise. They don't ever use the power of the purse. And ultimately, that's going to be the most effective thing, that can be done. But
okay, so take those people that don't want to do their job and put the right people in place. When is we the people going to stand up and speak up? I mean, they're even telling us what to do. Same shit we've been talking about for years, but not doing. Hey, I guess to each his own. This is crazy. So basically, they put this law in front of our faces. It really hasn't been like this forever. So when was it that they put this law into place is what I want to research. When did they actually put this law into place? When did it become effective? Who came up with it? How did they come up with it? You see, I'm going to really go deep into this rabbit hole, then do a live on it and have people come up and speak because this is crazy. Like, I knew it wasn't always like this. I read, I do my history, and I'm said it. Like, somewhere along the line, we put somebody in charge that made this happen. But nobody wants to listen. Once again, we can make change. We can make difference happen. But it's us. They got to do it. We're waiting for a fucking Superman that doesn't exist. Ain't no man in a freaking cape coming to save us.
No alien in a cape, though. He's not really just a man. He's an alien, though. He's an alien raised by humans.
Did you get my point, though? My whole point is that we got to save us. It's us. And we ain't doing nothing. It doesn't matter where you're at. We're expecting the government to do it. No, put these people in place. It's us.
Yeah.
Y'all worrying about who
No,
to
but
vote
you
for
know,
right
Lynn,
now.
some people won't realize though, then they'll be like, they're gonna make an order, like basically, like there will be like only one government only. You're gonna sooner or later, though. Some people won't realize that, though. One single world order.
That's why they're trying hard to put that martial law. And if people don't know what that is, just go do your research. I want y'all to
Sign
go
of
do your
Judgment Day.
research.
Yeah. No, I was just saying I was agreeing with you. The sign of Judgment Day to me. Like one sign of Judgment Day and also like that.
All right, let's finish this up. Yes, I appreciate you coming up. Thank you so much. I'm gonna do another live. And you're more than
Okay, you're
welcome to come
welcome.
up too. I love hearing your opinions and your perspectives. Like, hopefully the next TikToks will be a little more mix up and we get some fun into it so we can all laugh, a little comedy into it, along with, us bringing awareness. And I hope everybody has enjoyed the content. I'm about to let this finish playing and let Reyes, give his, final little thoughts and stuff like that. And I really appreciate him coming up to each and every one of them lives that he feels comfortable coming up to. Because, like, not every live is meant for everybody. Like, we come up to a live when we feel comfortable talking about a subject. So I'll give Reyes a shout out. Like, I'm proud of him.
Thank you. All right, I hope down there. Thanks for having me up, though. And yeah.
What happened, Reyes? Hello? Oh shit, he hopped down. Okay, he ain't have nothing else to say. My bad. All right, I was letting him give his final thoughts. All right, I appreciate you, Reyes.
But this was an important step, and people say, oh, well, how could you not have bureaucrats or experts be deferred to? You know what? If bureaucracy acts against you, you go and sue, you win. If Congress doesn't like that outcome, they can always rewrite the law, and then you can hold them accountable to ballot box. That's the way this is supposed to be. So that was a good decision. I know there's going to be some more decisions that are come out later today. But I do think that that's something that will make a meaningful difference for those of us who believe that the federal bureaucracy is out of control, that it's unaccountable, and that it's outside the proper understanding of constitutional boundaries. The other thing.
Oh, you got cut off. All right. So we heard a little more about the Sharon democracy law. My bad. The Sharon doctrine, let's call it that. And we're gonna do another live. So back up to the camera now. We're gonna do another live because my shorty is getting ready to go to the pool and stuff like that. So I'm gonna see you next time. I hope y'all enjoy the content. I hope y'all, understood where I was coming from when it comes to this. Like, we're just here to bring awareness. Like, we're just here to bring solutions to the table, try to, make a difference, make a change. We can't change the whole world in one day, but little by little, we can start making differences. We can start making change. Instead of making excuses, we need to go out there, put that footwork in, and speak up for what we got to speak up. Speak up to the right people. But on that note, until next time, this is Shorty Rachel. I hope all of y'all have a blessed and humble day. I hope all of y'all continue to have a blessed and humble day.